Lululemon's new drop of daily essentials feels like a deep breath of fresh air. Breezily is a collection of drapey pants, shorts, and tanks designed to mix and match with your wardrobe as the weather warms up. It's all made in our lightweight, stretchy Swift fabric. Throw on these everyday staples after practice and bring an airy feel to your daily moves. Shop the Breezily collection now at lululemon.com.
Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Experience.
Wow.
We are joined. Well, first of all, before I forget, we are sponsored today by Policy Genius, Quip, Honey, and Stitch Fix. And today we are joined by the Renaissance man, prolific individual Bobby Hall, a.k.a. Logic.
What's goody, y'all?
Who is one of our most requested guests of all time, I would even say.
Really?
So people are pretty fired up and electric about this episode. So I thank you so much for coming and joining us today. It's a treasure to have you.
I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here. I was telling my buddies in the car that I'm like nervous. I'm never nervous for interviews because I'm always like, all right, whatever. But there's a few interviews that I love doing. I'm not gonna like promote a bunch of other people, but like Nardwar, you know Nardwar?
Oh, yeah.
Like I love Nardwar, buddy of mine, Nick. Like there's these different just sources that I go to that are super cool and fun and that I look forward to. But this is like an experience right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
I'm
I
stoked.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's very sweet of you to say.
I'm nervous.
I get nervous every episode. I was just saying.
Really?
Yeah.
I have anxiety problems. I get nervous every episode. I wish, I always talk to comics and performers and they're like, I was like, do you get nervous? Like, I was talking to Bill Burr and he did a show in, what was it, in New York? The Gardens or whatever. There's like 30,000 people.
Yeah.
I was like,
What, Madison Square Garden?
Madison Square Garden. The Gardens.
The Gardens.
But I was like, do you get nervous? Because that's like a big show. And he's like, no, I used to get nervous. I don't get nervous anymore. I get nervous every time.
Really?
And I'm just sitting in a room. It's just the three of us.
No, I mean, everybody does it different. When I played the Gardens.
Yeah. Oh, you played the Gardens.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Excellent.
That was fun. I wasn't really that nervous. I was more so excited. But that's the thing. It's like when you do something 1,000 times in a row, it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just you get used to it. But it's not that you don't care, you're not excited. It's just you're like, it's kind of like a job. But when you do stuff like this, because I'm like such a fan of you guys and I've been watching your videos forever.
Come on, dude.
Since we first met.
You're killing me.
You remember when we met, right?
Yeah.
At Justin Roiland's house?
Justin.
And you guys were super cool and chill. And I was like, these two are like hilarious. What the fuck? Wait, can I cuss?
Yeah, you can say what the F you want.
Yeah. Pussy juice. Anyway.
Pussy juice.
No, I'm just kidding. But I met you guys there and you were super cool. And then I was like, all right, I'll check these two out. And I've been like standing ever since.
That's super sweet. Well, funnily, the first time I found out about you, we went and saw you with Mac DeMarco. He was like, hey, do you want to go see this? You want to go see Logic with us?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. I didn't know who you were. But the show was at the Greek.
Yeah.
The show was, the audience was just, they're so electric, bro. Your fans are so passionate.
Yeah, that's one thing that I really...
The show was amazing, too.
No, I
and you played
appreciate it.
Mario Kart on stage.
Yeah, that was fun. And then, what did I play after that? I played something else. Street Fighter on the next tour. I did Street Fighter. No, I really pride myself in my fans because I feel, I don't know. I just don't necessarily know. Like, I feel like maybe they feel about me kind of how I felt about Kid Cudi. Like, here was this guy coming in, like, talking about his feelings and emotions and all this shit in a set that was, like, a time that was kind of, like, weird to do that, and he just was himself. So, I don't know. I've always been, like, nerdy, and I love sci-fi and books and movies and this, and I just integrate all that into the music. But the biggest thing above all was just always the, peace, love, and positivity and doing what you love. And for a long time in hip-hop, when I was doing my thing, I was definitely scrutinized because of it. It was like people would call me too nice, or this has got to be fake, or it's not real. And then obviously, just time tells the story, and it's just honest. So being able to have thousands of people who are like-minded, who enjoy a guy who can, have fun rapping, but talk about a positive message and just be himself is really cool. But it is hard to be yourself, I'll tell you that.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic that just being yourself is so difficult?
Yeah.
Because it should be the most natural thing in the world, right? Hey, I'm just being myself.
Yeah.
It seems like a tough crowd, especially like being part of hip hop.
Yeah, definitely. It's wild. Hip hop is, to me, it's just like the epitome of pop culture now. It's like just, it's the most I don't know, like loved. And it's crazy that I can like hear a country song and it's like driving down the street in my Ford truck, and then you hear like these like 808s and like, and I'm like, holy shit, like hip hop is like everywhere now.
Yeah.
It's really wild. Yeah. But honestly, like true hip hop, like true lovers of hip hop and true journalists and true, like I've always received love from them. I mean, fucking Wu-Tang Clan was on my last album, you know? So I've always gotten the love and respect from like what hip hop really is. And hip hop is beautiful, and it's, you know, it's definitely birthed by, you know, incredible black people. But it's something that has been shared and has allowed many doors to open for all cultures and races to come together. So to me, like real hip hop is built on love and diversity and differences and accepting others, and regardless if you agree or not, but to be able to peacefully just speak your mind. Yeah.
What do you think about like terms like, just because you bring up the idea that black people brought about hip hop and a lot of the musical movements,
100%,
and like
yeah.
jazz,
Rock and roll.
I mean, really, all of American music is kind of has origins in black culture.
Definitely.
What do you think about the terms of that I hear a lot being thrown out, like culture vulture and stuff like that?
I think it's a real thing.
Appropriation.
But it depends. You know what I mean? Like people have said that about me, like just like on comments. That's why I don't read.
Really don't
comments.
know how you could say that about you.
I don't understand that either. But it's almost like what I've learned is I don't understand hate because I'm not a hater. I'm a lover. It's that simple. So it's like me just telling it like it is, you know, I came from nothing. The fans out there will know I came from Section 8 household, welfare, food stamps, you know, cocaine being cooked on the stove, drug dealers, murderers in and out of my house, and coming out of that and rising above it and actually talking about it and making it out and having some fun and, you know, making some kick-ass raps while doing it. You'd think people would just be like, oh, damn, this is dope. But perception is a big thing. How I look, my race, my skin color, all this other stuff. It's just a big... I mean, Drake said it best at the Grammys. You know, there's a lot of people in positions of power who, for them, it's more so kind of like it's like a political game, you know? If you look the part and you kind of act the part, then you can be more accepted as if you don't. Like... I don't know, it's weird. But that's the one thing that is odd is I've always been myself, and then people are like, oh, like they could say, you know, I'm corny because I like sci-fi or I rap about it or this or that or blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you could call me what you want, but at least I'm myself. And I've said this since the beginning of my career. I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. Yeah.
What do you said you find it hard to be yourself. Do you find these external forces of everyone having expectations and judging you and kind of not allowing, a lot of people not allowing you to be a part of whatever culture they belong to? Do you find that these external forces are sometimes making it difficult to be yourself? Do you ever find yourself being swayed by their opinions and their perceptions? And you know what I'm saying?
No, I completely
check
get it.
Yourself.
Yeah. See, I've always felt accepted by hip hop, as I said. You know, like true OGs that built our culture love me, and I love them. And like I didn't have a dad growing up, and so I listened to Nas and Tribe Called Quest and Big L and, you know, all these amazing MCs, and like learned a lot from them, you know. So I've always felt accepted by the culture that is a loving hip hop. But it's more so like blogs and back in the day of blogs and shit. Excuse me. And just kind of like the tastemakers or the this or that. And I just felt like I had to push my way through to try. All I know is I stopped giving a shit after like my first album. Yeah, because I really wanted to be loved and accepted so bad. And I still do. You want to be accepted. But totally. Yeah. But what I've realized is you have to truly, first and foremost, love and accept yourself.
Right.
It's the same reason I'm not on Instagram all the time and social media anymore. And it really hurts me to say that because every day, all the time, since 2010, 9 or 10, whenever I created my account, I was on it all the time, every day. Like one of my first fans ever, her name is Larissa. She's Native American. We call her Nanisha. That's her name. And like, that's still my homie. Like I see her on every tour I go on. Like, and these were people that I've connected with. I can't tell you how many times I go to concerts and I see somebody in the front row or 5 people in the front row that have been to 10 shows already on that tour or a tour from before. There's this girl, I forgot, I don't even know her name. I always forget her name, but I remember her because she's Blue Coat Girl. And she'll always bring a sign that says Blue Coat Girl. And the first time I did the Shelter in, or no, it wasn't the Shelter, but anyway, in Detroit. and it was freezing outside, and she wore this blue coat. And then I saw her again in Florida, and she was like, "Remember me, blue coat?" And it's just like, I know that I'm loved and accepted by the people that matter most, and that's it. Because the thing is, as artists and as creatives, just like yourselves, you create the content for people who enjoy it, not the people who don't.
I know. So it's so hard too.
I agree.
I have the same issue where. Hold on, Dan's giving me a note. What is this, Dan? Oh, Autumn. Your manager says. Is her name?
Is her name Autumn?
Blue Coat Girl. I got a note from your manager.
Oh, really? Are you serious?
Apparently, that's what Dan says.
Autumn. Shout out Autumn.
Yeah.
You're the bomb.
Blue Coat Girl is more of a title of honor, though, to be honest.
No, but
you
it's
can't. Come on, that's a beautiful thing.
Totally.
I have the same. I've been going through some similar issues where it's like the people that don't even wish you well, the people that don't even care about like your work or your well-being or anything, are the ones that can be so overbearingly negative.
Yeah.
And most of the people that enjoy just consume it and move on.
Yeah.
They don't usually bother to share their thoughts anywhere. And so there's almost like a confirmation bias like with the feedback you receive, because like on a YouTube video, you'll read the comments, and a lot of times the negative one will float to the top because a lot of people who have that similar negativity are looking for that comment.
Yeah.
And there's so much less of them, but they're all looking for that one negative comment to be like, yeah.
But the mess up
fuck
part
that
is we also look for the negative
I know.
because you see a million positive comments. Like, think about it. I actually, I'm working on an album right now. I'm not going to say anything about it, but I do talk about social media and the effects of it, not only on me as a young man, but your average social media user, as well as other artists. Like, it's crazy to me, for example, rest in peace, like, Mac Miller could pass away from, drug use, but it's deeper than just the drug use. We have to understand that it's coping, you know what I mean, with the things that we're dealing with. And it's kind of messed up to say this as like, you see it as like a 1%. It's like, oh, people don't know what it's like for me. And, and then you have somebody who's like, oh, we got millions of dollars and you're rich and you're loved and you're this and you're that. And it's like, yeah, sure. But just imagine knowing that right now, millions of people are shitting on me right now. There's just somebody out there just shitting on me. And you have to like cope and understand that. And that's why it is so sad, because a lot of artists, human beings, people in general will turn to substance or this. And it isn't just drugs, it's alcoholism, or it's even the drug that is social media.
Any destructive behavior. Yes, social media. Because it's again, and part, like when you're depressed and you have everything in the world, that people associate with like success and happiness, when you have all those things and you still feel bad, it makes it even worse. Right? Because people don't care as much, they don't want to listen, and you feel like, what is wrong with me? Even more.
But there's nothing wrong with you, because happiness is internal and it's a personal journey. So it's like you could have all the money in the world and money can 100% buy you comfort. It's like, oh yeah, I can go on this vacation, but if you're like depressed in the sun, then what the fuck is it worth? It doesn't really matter.
I forget who described it like this, but when you have money and comfort and everything in life that you need, all that's left is the mental aspect. Yeah. Right? Because if you have problems in your life, you can go grind a 9 to 5. And you have goals like, oh, I just want to save enough for this new car or for this new apartment or whatever. But when all those goals and all those motivating forces that kind of distract you or give you purpose are gone, then really all that you're left with is the mental.
Yeah, but it's aspect. Like, it's then what? And that's something that I had to look into, like with myself. Like, I was like really working myself to death, It's why I'm happy that I look healthy, I feel healthy, I'm eating right, I'm working out, and I wasn't doing that before, and I had to ask myself, okay, what's the end? Right. When I first started, it was, oh man, if people could just listen to my music, then they listen to the music. Oh man, if I could just have followers, and then you get followers. Oh my God, I got fans. Well, if I could just release a project, then you release the project. Oh man, if I could get a record deal, then you get a record deal. Like, the biggest thing in the world for me was, do you know the XXL freshman covers? Do you guys know about this? No. It is like it is the epitome of you've made it, except you haven't made it yet by putting you on XXL's freshman cover. And so I was on there with Travis Scott and Action Bronson, all these incredible artists, and I did that, and I'm like, oh my God. Then it's like, okay, get your record deal, got your record deal. Then it's, okay, put out an album, and then you put out the album and you're like, wait, there's so much more still to be done. Then you put out a second album, then it's, okay, all right, I'm touring at like 200 cap, 200 people are coming to see me, but then it's 500, then it's 2,000, then it's 5,000, then you do the Garden. So then I'm sitting there at the Grammys, nominated for Song of the Year, which I didn't take home, but it doesn't matter. I was like, oh my God, I'm here at the Grammys.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're at the Grammys, you've been recognized, you're selling out arenas. Well, now what? And I was like pretty fucked up for a while. But see, the depression that I went through, I didn't realize I was depressed, which is a weird thing because I was counting all my blessings. I'm like, I'm surrounded by incredible people that are my family, my best friends. I have fans all over the world. But then you look back in retrospect and it was like, yeah, but I felt so empty. Why? Why did I feel so empty? Because I wasn't truly fulfilling myself. I was just making hip hop album after hip hop album, mind you, putting my heart and soul into every song for sure, without question. But it was still like repetition. It was still the same thing, and that's why I've been, playing the piano and singing over guitar and having fun and branching out and doing film as well, which is very important, because I need other outlets that's not just music. However, I'm not gonna like turn my back on music. Music is not only my bread and butter, but it's my main source of true creative form of expression and therapy. But I've just realized, for me personally, you got to do other shit. But the biggest thing I had to do was live my life,
Right.
Yeah.
and enjoy myself.
I think also you just have to learn to not be so focused on the goal and like suffer all the way through and understand that you got to enjoy your everyday too while you're working towards a goal.
That was the biggest thing I had to learn.
Because before you're like, I'm just focused on this goal. It's like, I got to put out an album.
Yeah.
And once I get the album, everything will be amazing.
Yeah.
But when you get the album, it's like, shit is still the
Or
same.
you don't even think about it. You're just like, this is it. It's so distracting and it's so motivating, and you just work every day. It's what motivates you, and you never stop and think about like anything that's wrong in your personal life, right? Or your mental life. And once that goal is achieved, then you no longer have that purpose and you're just fucked.
No, it's insane. I completely agree. I think that's like the biggest thing that I learned with, and I still learn. Like, I have a tattoo here that says "Look around" and another one that says "Balance yourself," and that is a huge deal. Is actually enjoying the journey. It's funny. I was telling my friends this, that back in the basement, in Lenny's basement, when I had no job, no money, no anything, he let me live with him for a year, Big Lembo, and when that year was up, I signed my deal to Def Jam, told him to quit his job of 12 years, and we moved to LA, and we've been going ever since. But I would always, in the moment, be like, damn, like, I don't want to be in this basement. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be this. And I was constantly looking forward to this other thing. That's why now in film, I'm loving every moment of it. Like, there's so much shit. Like, I'm doing a movie right now that I won't get too much into. It's another film about stand-up comedy, which I'm really excited to I've already written it. It's really exciting. And I'm funding it myself for a nice amount of money. But it's because I believe in it so much. And there's days when I wake up and I'm like, shit, I wish I was on set already. Or, damn, I wish I was at the movie theater watching this with the world or at the premiere. But then I remember, dude, like, you had those memories in the basement were like the best memories of your life. So stop focusing on the goal and enjoy the million producer meetings you have to meet with and directors and actors. Like, soak it all up.
Yeah, it's tough. It's so hard to keep things in context, but it's so important. Otherwise, you just lose yourself. I mean, I had like a mental breakdowns kind of recently. I'm better now. A little better.
But that's normal, bro.
You're better.
It's normal. But do you know how hard it is to do that shit in front of the whole world?
It was. No, it was. It was a very personal experience, though. But it's nice to be able to share it with people and for them to listen.
Yeah.
So I started taking antidepressants and I started going to therapy for the first time.
I go to therapy. It's great.
Yeah, it is. It's so important, dude. Like, it gives new context to everything in my life.
Yeah.
And
makes you dig down.
God, I realized how awful my parents were mostly. Shout out to my parents.
Yeah, moms and
But
pops.
speaking of interesting parents, your upbringing, you had an absolutely incredible, and I mean, just origin story. Like, you have seen and done it all. I mean, the circumstances of your growing up was extremely harsh, no?
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly, man.
You're from Maryland, right?
From Maryland originally.
Rough place in Maryland?
See, here's the crazy thing. So the way Maryland is it's like, anywhere in the world, there's good places and there's bad places. And where I lived, it's like, oh, suburban, beautiful area, but then you go a couple miles down and take a left, and it's like you don't want to walk down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I always say even much more than just your neighborhood is also where you lived. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, in my house, in my apartment, like the gnarliest shit was going on. But even in the building, there was people who like would rent various apartments, and in this apartment they were cooking crack, in this apartment they were pimping out prostitutes, in this apartment they were selling the narcotics, and knowing that all this is happening and seeing it and being invited, and like you're like 8 years old and you're like, crack, like, you know what I mean? It's like it's pretty gnarly. But I never, even though I went through a lot of messed up stuff, even when I was young, I always knew it wasn't right. It wasn't like I've said that I've done dumb shit. I've shot guns. I've run around with knives. I've done all types of crazy shit, but nothing I can ever look in the mirror and like regret. You know what I mean? Like nothing like that. But it was really difficult. But I just never focused on it. I always focused on how to get out, and for me it was music. And I always looked at I never looked at it like, oh yeah, bitches and hoes and boats. Like I'm just gonna like be a rapper. I always say persistence, determination, and realism. Persistence, determination, realism, and wanting success more than your next breath. Like that's how you can get there. And some people say, oh, it's not realistic to be a rapper. But I never looked at it as that. I looked at it as a business. And if I could market and brand myself a certain way, like Teddy Fresh, then, people would want to buy into that brand.
Right.
But the thing that I didn't want to create was a brand that was built on fallacy. So I was like, all right, well, you know what? I'm going to be myself to the utmost degree, and it's either going to work or it's not going to work. And it's working. It's doing
working.
Right. It's doing okay. Yeah.
So both your parents, when you were growing up, were drug users. Is that correct?
Yeah. And alcoholics as well. Yeah.
So your dad, you've rekindled your relationship with him recently,
yeah,
right?
Definitely. He's a good dude, man. There was a point in his life when he wasn't the best guy. One of my earliest memories was probably about 4 years old, being left in Southeast DC while he went to go smoke crack with some chick that wasn't my mom.
Jesus.
Yeah, I would have preferred if they smoked crack together.
Yeah, come on, as all good couples do.
Definitely.
At least share the crack.
Yeah, I was conceived out of wedlock 3 days after they met on my mom's best friend's floor. Apparently.
Wow.
Leave it up to my dad to tell you that at 11.
Yeah, he's like, son, I have something I want to share with you.
Yeah, so they were never really together.
But I saw your dad in, I think it was like an MTV interview, and he seems like your biggest fan. It was very sweet. He had the Rat Pack hat on. He had the one of your album cover shirts. He was all decked out.
He's a good dude. And what I've realized...
seems smart and thoughtful.
Yeah, there was just a time when, because like my dad has stolen my identity and like created credit cards with them. He's
Wow.
Like when I was a child, when I was 10 years old, because we have the same name. So my name is Sir Robert Bryson Hall II, but his name is Robert Bryson Hall.
Wow.
And so
I guess that's one reason to have a kid.
But
and name him after you.
Yeah. There's a million and one things that he did negatively, but what I would like to talk about is the positive.
Yeah.
And there was a time in my life when, he kind of did me so wrong. I stopped talking to him, and then he like showed up at this signing I had out of nowhere, which was really weird. And I basically told him I never wanted to see him again, and that the next time I would see him would be at his funeral, which is fucked up. But it was honest because of what he's done. And I was like, I've given you 1,000,000 chances, and he's like, I just won 1,000,001, and I was like, no. And so years I didn't talk to him, and I thought about it about a year ago, and I was like, you know what? It's not that I'm angry at my dad. It's that I don't want to be hurt. It's that I don't want to open up this door and this vulnerability to be hurt again. And I really thought about it. And I was like, 60-year-old me is much wiser and would probably still want to do everything that he can to have some sort of relationship with this man while he's still here.
Yeah.
So even though I might not be wise enough to do it, I'm going to do my best, but I'm going to lay down ground rules. And I was like, don't ask me for shit. There was a time my dad asked me for $800,000 to buy him a studio.
What?
Like it's
a big ask.
Yeah, it's a big ask. Hey son, you got $800,000.
You got to work you got to creep in a little more subtle.
A little more subtle. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, hey man,
Couple hundred for groceries.
So, but there's things I've just learned. Like my dad he's my dad, and he's kind of like a really cool uncle. Who lets you do shit you shouldn't do, or talks to you about shit he doesn't do. Like my dad steals my weed. Like that's funny. You know what I mean? Like it's hilarious. But I set ground rules, and I was like, don't ask me for shit. You know, there's certain members of my family I just don't talk to because they asked me for a bunch of stuff or they wanted things from me. I'm like, I don't want to talk about them. If we're gonna have a relationship, it's about me and you. Period.
Right.
And so I laid that down, and it's been really good. He just got married.
Oh.
With a Bluetooth in his ear. My dad wears a Bluetooth all the time.
That's dad as fuck.
Yeah, it's so dad.
That's the daddest shit I ever heard.
However, my mother, last time I talked to my mom was on my 21st birthday. And yeah, so that was like a while ago. And I called her because my sister called me crying and she was like, Mommy says that you don't talk to her because of me. And I was like, what? That's fucked up. That doesn't even make any sense. And I called her and I basically said, Mom, the reason I don't talk to you, and I hadn't seen her since I was 18. I said, the reason I don't talk to you is because it's your way or the highway. My mother's the type of person who's like, she's super religious and she's like, don't take the Lord's name in vain. God damn it, motherfucker, cocksucker. Like, that's my mother. Right. So it's like it's a very like hypocritical, and I was raised my whole life this way, you know, to the point where, like, you know, I was raised Christian my whole life, and then, oh, you know, her best friend of 20 years just convinced her to be Catholic, so now we're Catholic for like 2 months until they get in an argument, and then we go back to being
Not much sincerity.
Yeah, but it was she judged people like super hardcore, and I'm not here to bash my mother. I'm just here to give. I'm just explaining why I don't have a relationship with her. And she's just the type of person that, like I said, it's her way or the highway, from religion to life to this to that. But it's like, you know, I remember when I was 14, I was still a virgin. It was 9th grade, and I had condoms in my backpack, and I didn't really. Like me, I'm not the type of person who has sex with a bunch of women. That's just not me. Like, that's gross. Like, I have to. I have to have some connection, you know, in a relationship to somebody, even back then as a kid. Anyway, I had these condoms and she found them and she was like, are we going to talk about, you know, what I found in your backpack? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, condoms. And I was like, well, I'm not having sex. And she was like, well, you shouldn't have condoms. And I was like, but what if something happens? And she's like, well, you just don't have sex. And I'm just kind of like, that's not realistic, man. You know, like, wouldn't you prefer I be safe about it and smart about it? So it was with that, along with, you know, the alcoholism, and, you know, she took me out of school to homeschool me for 3 years, and she didn't teach me anything because she drank all night and slept all day, and I was alone, and that's when I super got into skateboarding. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and but the fucked up part is, so my mother, unfortunately, you know, she had dealt with, she'd been raped. Sexually assaulted her entire life, molested as a child. And these are things that fuck with you. Now, you take that plus drug use, from LSD to, you know, alcohol in general, then antidepressants, but mixing antidepressants with alcohol, like on an insane, it's the gnarliest shit. So it's like you have a tortured soul here. But also the gnarliest part is my mom's fucking racist.
I know. I've heard you talking about anecdotes about how your mom is racist.
Yeah, like my mom.
That I find just completely almost fascinating. I'm
multiple times a week, my mother called me a nigger. The craziest shit ever. So, you know, all of her children are from black men. But but it's systemic. You know, she told me a story about how when she was a teenager, 13, 14 years old, she brought a young black man, you know, she was dating a young black man, and her parents were like, no, like, you know, there's no way that you guys can be together and blah, blah, blah. And this just really messed her up because she genuinely was attracted to, you know, strong, beautiful black men. And, but just society, it's something that I've had people be like, oh, that doesn't even sound right. Like, you're lying. That doesn't make sense. But it's like, okay, whatever. Imagine growing up and it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I definitely,
Yeah.
It does make sense in a way. I mean, it fits the character you're describing of the whole package of
this
person.
It was really gnarly. And the thing that hurt the most, I think, is when I, you know, 15, 16 years old, first started getting into rap and hip hop, using that as a form of expression, to be like, life is hard sometimes. It's hard dealing with this shit. And she'd be like, motherfucker, don't you curse. And then I'm just like, oh my God, it's just such.
Your brain is just fucking
it's gnarly.
Twisted.
It was so gnarly. But once again, I'm not here to bash this woman, only paint the picture.
I understand.
What I mean,
it's important. We're, you know.
It is important. But so yeah, you have those two sides of parenting.
Do you feel like parentless in a way? I mean, I know you're in touch with your father, but it doesn't seem like
he's not my dad.
Yeah,
Sorry to
sound
interrupt.
like a dad figure.
It's not the kind of relationship you would want in a perfect world with your father.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It is hard.
Sometimes you probably feel like you're taking care of him more than the other way around.
Oh, every time. Like
Which isn't really what you want to be feeling as a son. You want someone to nurture you.
Yeah, you want to be vulnerable. I have had some really great people in my life, like my godmother, like I just call her my godmother, but Mary Jo and Bernie back in Maryland, who I first met when I was 14. And it's funny because,
Shreddy's crying.
Shredder. My godmother told me, I didn't know I told her this. She said, when you first came to me and we first met, you said, listen, my mom, like my house situation is really terrible. It's really messed up, but please don't call social services, please. And she said that I said that because I was like, and I know why, is because I don't know what the hell is out there.
Yeah, better the devil you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember that. I remember windows being shattered by cinder blocks, like my mom throwing shit, like just the gnarliest shit, and me crying as a small kid, like all the gnarliest shit. I've been kidnapped. I've been held hostage.
What?
Like the craziest shit, dude, I've seen and dealt with. And I just always knew it wasn't right. I don't know how to explain. I just knew it wasn't right. I was like, hey, this is not how you treat a child. This is not how you treat one another. And it's like seeing my mother being beaten and bloody and drunk. And one of my earliest memories was about 3. And my mom was having some kind of an argument, but I was asleep. And it was about 3 or 4 in the morning. And I woke up to the police knocking our door down and handcuffing her and dragging her down these like cobblestone stones from our townhouse in her blood, just soaking the sidewalk, which was so gnarly. But I was like, yeah, that's not right. I was like,
what can you do though?
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty insane. But it's like, damn, it just seems like pretty dark right now. Like,
no,
I'm okay.
It's fast. I mean,
yeah.
Listen, we got to go to a quick commercial. Guys, we'll be right back with Logic. I want to pick up right where we were because this is just absolutely riveting. So thank you to Bobby. We're going to go pee. You guys, we'll be right back.
Peace.
Insurance is one of those topics that everyone knows a little bit about, but do you understand it well enough to feel comfortable buying it? Whether you're an insurance expert or a newbie, Policy Genius has created a website that makes it easy for you to compare quotes, get advice, and get covered. Now, before I discovered Policy Genius, I was paying a certain amount with a certain company, and I came on this website and compared for auto insurance, and I saved $100 a month for the same coverage, the same exact everything with another company. And that's the power of Policy Genius, because there's so many different prices on insurance, from home insurance to life insurance to auto insurance, and whatever other insurance you can imagine. Policy Genius has got you covered. They get a check across the board for all the companies that offer it and make sure you're getting the right price. That's why it's the easy way to get life insurance and anything else under the moon. In minutes, you can compare quotes from top insurers to find the coverage you need at the price that you can afford. From there, you just apply online, and the advisors at Policy Genius will handle all of the red tape. They'll even renegotiate your rate with the insurance company. No extra fees or commissioned sales agents, just helpful advice and personalized service. And Policy Genius doesn't even make life insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for disability insurance or protect your income, homeowners or auto insurance, they can get you covered fast. So no matter how much or how little you know about life insurance, you can find the right policy in minutes at policygenius.com. Policy Genius, the way to compare and buy all insurances under the moon. Quip. You know what time it is. Put this in your mouth and brush, because your breath is awful. Your gums are receding. You don't brush your mouth long enough. This is what this toothbrush does. It addresses all those problems, and it's packed into a tiny little vibrating tube. It's everything you need to keep your mouth and your breath fresh, cavity-free, kissable, and beautiful. This is on Oprah's list, okay? Goop loves this toothbrush. And forget about those people. I don't even care about them. I endorse this. This is a toothbrush that I use. Now, let me tell you about this toothbrush. Softest bristles in the game. Easy. You turn it on, it vibrates. Boom. It pulsates when it tells you when it's time to switch sides. And it times you and tells you when you're done brushing to make sure you get that thorough, beautiful brush that you need every time to keep your mouth beautiful and kissable and fresh. Oral hygiene is the most important thing in the world, right, Hila?
Yes.
The last thing you want to do is kiss some nasty mouth fucking loser. Don't let that be you, okay?
That's right.
Quip is the one place. And let me tell you the best part about Quip. It starts at just $25. You want to get a vibrating toothbrush on this level, is going to cost you at least $2,000. And the market or wherever you buy that crap. So that's why I love Quip, guys. Give it a shot. It's $25 just to start. They're backed by 20,000 dental professionals. They're backed by me. Forget about the dentist, okay? Quip starts at just $25. Go to getquip.com/H3 right now, and you'll get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush, guys. That's your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/H3. Give it a shot. You're going to love it. Getquip.com/H3. Honey, what do you say about Honey? It's free money. It's really so simple. It's an app that you install in your browser, and when you are shopping online at all the major stores, Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, whatever, it's all covered. It's going to clip all the coupons like an old grandma that's got your back, and it's going to make sure that you're getting the best deals every time you shop. Honey saves me money every frickin' time. There's no catch. It's a free browser. You plug it in. Bob's your uncle. It's that easy, okay? I saved $30 on Amazon the other day just shopping for baby stuff. I think we bought like we were buying so much baby stuff lately.
A bunch of stuff.
But total comes out because it compares prices on Amazon because there's so many different ways to buy it. And it intelligently crunches the numbers and includes shipping and all this stuff. It shows you price history, make sure you're getting the best deal. Crunch the numbers on all this baby shit we bought. $30 it saved me for nothing. I'm telling you, Honey must have saved me hundreds of dollars since I started using it. And it's effortless. It's free. It takes 2 clicks to install. Guys, you'd be a fool not to dip your toes into Honey. I know that sounds messy, but trust me, it's great. There's 10 million people using Honey right frickin' now. And Honey has over 100,000 5-star reviews on the Google Chrome store. But again, forget about them. I give a 5-star review. Those 100,000 people could take a hike. Take it from me. Time Magazine calls it basically free money. Hey, they stole that from me, cocksuckers. Next time you're shopping on Amazon, don't wonder whether you found the best deal. Just add Honey and get the best price automatically, okay? It's free. Guys, go to joinhoney.com/H3. That's joinhoney.com/H3. Okay? The smart shopping assistant that helps you save time and money. Install it. It's a free app. Give it a shot for a week and tell me you don't save a bunch of money. I do not care about clothing. I do not care about shopping. I want to look good and I don't want to put the effort in, right? That's what most guys I feel like. And girls. A lot of girls feel that way. That's why Stitch Fix is such an incredible service. You go online. You get an online personal stylist, okay? You take a survey, you tell them what you like, you tell them what you don't like, you tell them your budget, and they go to work putting together the beautiful, perfect outfit to fit your body, whether you're a skinny little twink or a fat, oversized mama that's being fed to death by your significant other. It doesn't matter. They got space for everybody, okay? Just go to stitchfix.com/H3. You tell them everything you like, how much you want to spend. Bob's your uncle. You'll be paired with your very own personal stylist who will handpick items and send them to your door. You try them on. You pay only for what you love. You return the rest. Shipping, exchanges, and returns are always free. You're basically trying on clothes in your living room, and then you send it back. It's easy as eating a piece of pie, okay? And let me tell you, that's easy. There's no subscription required. You can sign up to receive scheduled shipments or get your fix whenever you want. Styling fees are $20, but guess what? It's applied towards anything you keep from your shipment. So it's virtually free. Get started now at stitchfix.com/H3, and you'll get an extra 25% off when you keep all the items in your box. That's stitchfix.com/H3 to get started today. stitchfix.com/H3. We are back with Logic and the beautiful and very pregnant Hila, who's a spaceship with our baby Theodore on it.
Yes.
Before we get back into it, I've got a video I want to get your reaction on.
Okay.
Let's just watch.
Okay.
Here we go.
Is there audio?
There should be. I can't tell if it's quiet or if there's no audio. Oh, no.
Oh, is it doing the same thing again?
Wait, what happened?
These things happen.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
There is no.
Wait, hold on. I got to start it over because the suspense is important.
But
So for those who are listening on audio, it's just a man recording the bathroom floor
Okay.
and a bathroom stall.
in like
Should
a
we be
public.
hearing something?
I think there is sound. It's just it's a quiet moment. Yo, Dan, is there sound? I feel like there's not sound. I think you're right.
Come on, Dan.
Check something else.
Dan, Zach, Ian, anybody. For the love of God. Is the sound working?
I mean, we tested it right before we went.
So let's see. Yeah, there's no sound. Oh,
Oh
no.
my God.
No, there's no sound. Wait. Okay, maybe it's my fault.
Here, I'll come in and check.
Let's check this out.
What the hell was that?
I know, and now it's not.
I know you blew it, bro.
Fuck.
For everybody listening,
So,
Ethan blew it. I'm just kidding. Was your sound down on the computer?
You muted it somehow.
Yeah,
I muted it,
bro.
I'm sorry, not you. But
I came in and muted it.
oh, when it got unplugged, you know what? Right before we went live.
It says the boys.
All right, let's go. So here we go. With sound, one more time.
Here we go.
There
There
it
we
is.
go.
There it is. Yeah, thank you.
Fix that correctly.
Okay. Well, we got a crackle here, so where were we? Let's.
Well, you can play it.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, Jesus Christ. We were doing so good, and now it's just.
No, this
all
is
mad.
great. It's real life, bro. It's what the people want.
I can't do that crackle.
Why?
No, play it.
Wait, let's. Okay, you guys.
Come on, dude.
Bro, why is you on the floor? Why is you on the floor? I've been recording you the whole time in his restroom. Sorry.
The dude was spying on him taking a shit.
Oh my God.
And this exchange, so this guy,
I don't know if I'd be flattered or.
yeah, there's an element of you that should be flattered. I've always been I have friends that get a lot of attention from gay men, and I've always been a little jealous of them. I'm not going to be completely honest with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, no gay guy has ever tried to fuck me, and that's the real test of if you're attractive.
Maybe
or
you
not.
just weren't in gay spots.
Dude, I've been to so many gay spots. I go hang out at gay bars just to be like, is anyone going to hit on me?
Come on, Jesus.
No, it doesn't happen, but definitely some element of being flattered. But the guy must have seen him laying on the floor there, put on his camera. And I love
no,
how
that's
casual
pretty
he
gnarly.
is. He's like,
Bro, why is you on the floor? Why is you...
I love how
Bro,
he's like,
why is
"Hmm?
you on the floor?
Why you on the floor? Hmm? Sorry?
What?
Imagine, like,
What would you do if that happened to you? Like legit, what would you do?
I would.
First
think
of all, I
would
wouldn't
be
film
a lot
it.
more
I'd-
spooked than that guy.
I don't know what. Well, I don't know.
I wouldn't have the presence of mind to film it. I would just
Yeah, me
totally
neither.
freak.
I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? I'd be like, why are you doing this?
Excuse, hello.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
But
not.
imagine why. I don't know why that guy thought he wouldn't be able to see him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's just laying there.
It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, that guy's and he's
my God.
he's in a suit and a tie, so he's got a somewhat pretty reputable
wow, I
job.
didn't
But like, who
notice
the
that.
hell would like be willing to just
Lay on the
lay
floor.
on the floor like that?
Because he
Yeah.
wanted to see this dude taking a shit so bad.
Is there any like backstory? Have
No.
we found out what's happened since?
This is all it is. This is all you get.
Well, somebody's got to be able to identify this guy. Maybe the people who are doing all those Taylor Swift face motion. You guys know about that?
Deepfakes?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Have you been deep faked?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Is that kind of a flattering thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of a weird thing. Hila's been deep faked.
Really?
Did I know that?
There's a deep fake of you in
Right.
very.
I did know that.
I mean, it's like taking dick. I mean,
Oh,
to be
man.
frank with you, and it's pretty gnarly. If you type Hila Klein,
Don't.
oh, okay.
Don't say that.
Well, I don't care. It's not
Hey
her.
guys, check
It's
out
not
this
her.
fake version of my wife getting plowed.
It's not her. I just find I'm fascinated. I'm just that someone would spend their time doing that is incredible. Just watch the porn,
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
That is weird.
but not as weird as this.
on the floor? I've been
Why is you on
recording
the
you the
floor?
whole time in his restroom.
It sounds like it wasn't the first time.
But it's funny because he's
Yeah.
like, oh, damn.
Damn, you got me.
Like he's annoyed.
The
Run it back
jig is
just a
up.
little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like he's upset. He's like, God.
I've been recording you the whole time in his restroom.
Wait, who apologized? Was it the guy in the shitter or the guy laying down?
Restroom. Sorry.
I think it was the guy on the shitter said sorry.
Right.
Sorry, man.
Why would
I'm gonna
you
have to put an end to this.
Why would you apologize to your predator?
Right. Sorry, man.
It's insane.
So what I can piece together is that this wasn't the first time. I feel like this guy comes in after him every time and lays on the floor.
Oh my
So
god.
I wonder if in his mind he's like, he's into it. He goes in there, takes a shit, and I lay on the floor. That's how we do it.
I don't know, man.
Where
Where did you find this video?
Reddit.
Reddit. I love Reddit. I creep on Reddit. I creep.
What's your subreddit? Where do you fuck around?
I love Better Every Loop.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah, I love that one. I love the Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm always on there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I love that.
Man, I tried getting into that game I actually didn't try that hard. I bought it, I played for 30 minutes, and it's just like all this snow.
No,
and
you
shit,
got to
and
get
I was
past
like,
the snow. You
"Fuck
got to
this!"
get through the snow. Don't trust me, dude. You get through the snow, and then it gets really great.
Really?
But I still didn't beat it because I've been so damn busy.
Right.
But I started playing Super Meat Boy again.
Oh, I love that
I
game.
love Super Meat Boy.
Such a, that's like, in my opinion, the perfect video game. Simple, addictive,
Yeah.
great controls, compelling, good. It's like, mwah.
I really want to do a video game. I was talking to my art director Juan that I brought about it. I think it'd be pretty cool. So I have these ideas.
Mm.
It'd be sick, but but not like this like $100 million video game. Like I want it to be like Super Mario Bros. On acid.
The best games are indie, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's be serious here. Have you played Cuphead?
Yes. Yeah.
So
I played
hard.
on my Xbox. Yeah. I can't beat it. It's too
So
hard.
I think I got pretty deep. I was playing with Hila, but I think the skill gap got too extreme.
I love the art and I
Yeah.
wanted to play the game because I love how it looks, but it's too hard. Like I can't
It is
play
too hard.
Pretty brutal.
It's insane. But that's kind of what makes it great.
Yeah,
It's
I
right.
guess.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's
old
not
school.
just like because
Dude, old games used to punish you.
yeah.
Like, you could only beat old games if you were mental.
Yeah, you had to snap. You,
You
had to
had
like do it all the time.
You had to be like a Rain Man. Here, this is the sequel to the first video.
Okay.
Hey, what you doing, my boy? I'm taking this shit, homie. What you doing? Hey, my boy, I'm taking this shit, dog. What you?
Oh my God! You see how
comes
close he
at
got?
him. He comes at him. Wait, you gotta watch that again. Can you not autoplay YouTube? Christ's
Just
sake.
hit back right here.
This is you, by the way. Isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool.
It's a link to
Is that
art.
happening
That's-
right now?
this-
Yeah,
this is
that's-
us
You should
right-
click it.
You want to see?
Inception. Yeah, you had to snap. You had to like do it all the
This is
time.
us
Oh,
right
it's
now.
Rain
Man.
It's pretty late.
Here, this
That's
is
good.
the sequel.
Just in
to
case
the
I like
first
flip
video.
out and punch you in the face.
No, there's no. Yeah, I don't think we'd be able to correct anything.
True.
I wish there was some. But you can read the comments. Peep and Creep. Can you ask about a Post Malone collab?
Posty.
Juan. People know Juan apparently. All right, let's not get too Inception with
Yeah,
this.
we can't get too
Let's
Inception.
back it up. Mexican crawls under guy's
My
stall.
boy, I'm taking this shit, homie.
But like, how do you know
What you
he's
doing?
Mexican? What if he's like Salvadorian or
Yeah, he
something?
could be. That's true. That's
Yeah.
very true.
Hey, my boy, I'm taking this shit, dog. What you?
Oh my god.
But
Yeah,
he comes
it's
at him. So there you go. That's my series.
Come at me,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's pretty gnarly.
So tell me about the fact, and I love this. You do not have social media on your phone.
I don't. Yeah, it's like I said, it's very bittersweet. Let me just sip this water.
Please hydrate. I'm gonna.
I mean,
sip
we
some
tried
more,
it
too.
for like a week where you
But it's hard.
erased it. It's so hard to keep that.
I erased it, and then I had Hila checking it for me.
Yeah.
I feel like it must be even harder with you guys because it's such a core like direct to.
Right.
It's part of the job.
Yeah, it really is. And I feel like for me, it really was a part of the job. I think for any up and coming artist, it is. And I'm just not an up and coming artist anymore.
Mm.
And because of that, so many people are aware.
You don't need it really anymore.
Yeah, but it's like I want it though. Like I
Yeah.
want to be able to, because it used to be a safe haven. It used to be a place that I could go to and people could genuinely have like conversations. Now it's like if you drop a song, first of all, anything that's new, people like freak out about. Like it doesn't matter what it is. Like I remember Astro World came out and I love that album, and there was all these people like it's not as good as Rodeo, and blah blah blah, and then it becomes this huge thing and everybody loves it. And I liked it out the gate, but it's like that's the world we live in now. Everybody feels like they write for Rolling Stone who has a Twitter account. They feel the need to say something, and I feel like people more so enjoy pointing out the things they don't like. But it's sickening because we, as the artists and the creatives, are drawn to the negativity. For example, if I did a post and it had 1 million likes on Instagram or something, but it had 30,000 or 50,000 comments, but out of those 50,000, maybe 5,000 were like truly negative comments. one, it's like, why am I so focused on this loud minority? That's the gnarly part about it. Because, dude, there's a million people who liked it and didn't even have to say shit about it. But it's just, it's the feeling and the wanting of acceptance. But that was a big dark place for me. I got off it because it was making me depressed.
Right.
Every time I went on social media, it was a truly negative experience of like, you suck, or you're whack, or you're this, or you're that, or just so many negative things. And it's like, damn.
Sucks you in.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard it described, I think Jordan Peterson, I asked him, why do we, or maybe it was my therapist, I don't remember. But I said, why is it that we focus on these negative ones? And it was described to me as it's an evolutionary thing where you want to identify the danger and you want to identify the weak points in your character or where the danger or the criticism is.
Yeah.
Because that's the stuff that puts you at risk. So from an evolutionary standpoint, you are those are the things you are trying to identify.
That's insane. I've never
Things
thought
that
about
put you
that.
at, right?
like
So
that.
Yeah.
there's kind of an explanation for why we seek those out.
Yeah.
But see, that stuff doesn't serve us well anymore.
But so many times, I'm not even kidding, like 99% of the times that I either investigate it or have like said something, because that's the part that also sucked, is like, I never did it really bad, but somebody could hate on me. They could say something like I had like a funny line about Fortnite in this last song I did, Keanu Reeves, and I'm like, I don't play no games unless we talking Fortnite. It's just like not a big deal. And a year ago, I had like kind of teased the song, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is crazy, that Fortnite line, blah blah blah," and it actually didn't come out till a year later.
Right.
And then you have all these people like, "Oh, I turned it off after the Fortnite line," and it's like that is so idiotic. First of all, we all know you didn't turn it off. You played it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's like it's just so funny that people just want to like cling on to this like negative stuff. It's really odd to me.
Well, and also an important distinction for myself when thinking about these stuff is that these are people having a conversation about you, not with you.
Yeah.
You know how you talk about people when they're not in the room? You say stuff that you don't necessarily mean.
Of course.
Right.
You say stuff that you would never say to them. You say stuff that you would be so embarrassed and
It's
apologetic.
like The Bachelor.
Right?
I'm gonna be honest. Guilty pleasure here.
Dude, I need to watch The Bachelor.
I watched
We
it.
don't
You would
watch it.
love it.
You
my
would
God.
love it.
It took me. I am so into reality.
But do you
television
watch
now.
90 Day Fiancé?
90 Day Fiance?
Bro, that's the trash.
Because that's the real shit.
Planet.
Really?
That's our
Okay.
jam.
I'll have to check it
They're
out.
2 hours long, bro.
Oh my God. But my point is like, I rip those girls apart. I'm like in my bed, I'm like, this chick's fucking crazy. This chick, like, I don't know.
Exactly.
Like, if you say these things, but they're not like, I would never actually.
Exactly.
But
Can you
that's what the
imagine
shows are
saying
for.
it to them to their
And she was
face?
in the
But I
room.
would never do that.
You
But
would
here's the
never.
thing.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. I would never tweet something like that. Like, even take like
Exactly.
logic out of it. I'm not the type of person who would open my phone at that person and be like, "You're psycho."
I think those. First of all, that's because you're sane and well adjusted.
I mean, relatively.
You know, relatively. Yeah. I'll say the same for myself. But these are people that don't ever expect that you would actually read that.
Now, here's the gnarly shit. And this is why I don't respond. Because I've done it in the past, and somebody will say something like that Fortnite line, and they're like, "Oh, it's so terrible, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, I wrote that line because I thought Fortnite was kind of fun, and
it was a year ago. You were playing Fortnite.
yeah, and it's like, and so I just said the line, "Would you rather me rap about something that I don't like and that isn't myself?" And they're like, "Yeah, that makes so much sense. Hey, bro, can I have some tickets to your show?" Like it turns into this thing.
Always.
So it's very like there's the 1% that will stick to their guns and be like, "Fuck you, you fucking asshole." Like, yeah, it's pretty rare. But I've yet to ever have like anybody like in my face say some shit, because it's the thing is, everybody knows I can rap and everybody knows there's substance in my music, and I talk about shit from the heart. It just is what it is. Like, you could be like, "Oh, that Keanu Reeves." Like, somebody tried to say it was glorified mumble rap, and I'm like, this is hilarious. Like, that we're just in this place where people, but they have their own opinions, and what I've learned is it's art. Like, back in the day, you'd have kings, and sorry, I keep feeling like I'm only talking to him, but it's only
No,
'cause
not
it's
at
like
all.
right
It's
here.
fine.
No,
Yeah.
but there's like there's there was kings in the like Renaissance and all this that would commission these artists, and some of these artists would paint like men having sex or women together or this or this, these things that these artists would be murdered over. And it's kind of no different today as far as social media is, and just in general, like your art is not yours anymore when you release it. It's just not. It's just not yours. And at the end of the day, you know, this loud minority could say things like, oh, it's not the same, or it's not the this, or it's not the that. And it's like, well, then stop listening to my music. Stop coming to my concerts. Stop giving me millions of dollars and buying my merchandise. Stop doing all these things. But the thing is those aren't really the people who are.
They're not. They're not.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But another thing that I kind of accepted is that no matter who you are or what you're doing, when it gets to a certain scale, there's just a statistical inevitability that there's only a certain amount of people that are going to hate you and not like what you're doing.
Yeah.
So if everybody loves you, first of all, it's just
it's
impossible.
100%.
But when you get to a certain scale, there's going to be people that are contrarian. I mean, that's all it is. They're
do
just
everything.
contrarian.
One of the gnarliest things I think I ever saw on the internet was a comment for Kendrick Lamar's Humble. And he says, what does he say? Like, show me something real or something, like ass with some stretch marks.
Without the Photoshop.
Yeah, without the Photoshop. Yeah. And so I love that line because it's basically saying like, real natural women. Sure, some women look like goddesses, but you know, there's other women who, you know, just got it a little thick and they got some stretch marks or what it is. And he's like, I don't want the fake. I want the real. I don't want the facade. And so I saw some comment that was like, how dare you with your sexual fetishes of stretch marks and you're objectifying
That's
women.
it.
And I'm like,
my
bro,
God.
so gnarly.
Dude, you
Oh my
cannot say
God.
anything.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't say anything. So
can't say anything.
I think honestly, being off social media is the right play because and I think
I'm happier.
what you're tapping into,
Yeah.
it applies to normal people almost as much because,
100%.
dude, when everything on social media is so depressing. Oh my God, on Instagram, everybody looks. I know this is like a well-trodden comment, but it's so true that everybody, you see them at their best, you see them at their happiest, you see them with their best clothes, on vacation, in front of a mural with their friends.
Just wait for my album.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it sounds
It's
great.
gnarly.
You know,
should play it for you guys.
I get so
I'd love to hear it.
I find myself thinking a lot about it because we're gonna have a kid, and now kids have smartphones like from a really young age, and I wonder,
Scary.
like, I see how it affects us, and we're adults,
Yeah.
and it really affects us. I wonder what is it like for a kid now.
It's changing their
'Cause, like,
brain.
Yeah, but that's the other thing is I was looking at other artists years ago, not as of recently, but I was looking at like, damn, like how come he gets more likes? How come he gets this? How come I'm selling out shows way bigger than him or her, or this or
Yeah.
that, and then it becomes this like nasty
Yes,
thing
that
where
ain't right.
Where you're and now I'm like, man, anybody who's winning, I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care the type of music. Like if you're talking about like bitches and hoes, it's like, hey man, nobody's at the club like fucking listening to Nas's Illmatic, like in the club. Like we listen to Nas because we want to, provoke our thoughts and like really digest that shit with like a, bomb weed strain. But like when you're in the club, like, yeah, you want to listen to Post, you want to listen to, whoever's popping, like that's what you want. And there's a time and place for it. But also there's this negative way of thinking because, like I'm excited. I'm working on this soundtrack now for my novel and it's all like, it's hard to explain. It's definitely like some indie shit. It's like indie and singing, and it's really awesome. And it's a story of love about Shredder, about just the main character and how he falls in love with this woman and all this other stuff, whatever. And
If we're talking about Supermarket, we should talk about that.
my novel.
Yeah,
which
I'd
I'm
love to
excited
hear
to talk
more.
about it.
Yeah.
When I was young, I was like, yo, singing is whack. Like, if you sing it on your track, like, that shit is garbage, son. Like, this is me at, like, 17 years old. And I couldn't sing at all. And as I got older, like I said, I wanted to challenge myself, not just doing rap album after rap album. Like, I want to do different things. And I want to grow. And so I started, singing and doing different things. But the funny thing is, there is no fucking way that anybody would be like, yo, singing is garbage. If they had a voice like Adele,
Right.
but they're listening to like the most underground hip hop, are they really going to say, I'm not going to sing like an angel because that shit's whack?
So lame.
Yeah, but it's just these people that are so in their own box and their own thing. It's the same shit. Like when Drake came out, everybody was clowning him for singing. I was clowning him. I was like, what is this singing shit? And then I'm like, oh shit, it's the best I ever had. Like, because I was just so underground and idiotic. And like Drake inspires me to, be a better artist. So it's pretty funny. But yeah, the book.
Supermarket
Yeah.
is a novel that's coming out. Actually, I have the date here in March.
Yeah, March something. I forgot. It's like
the end of March, I think.
Yeah.
March
But
26th.
so you've written a
26th of March. Sick.
This is why I call you a Renaissance man in the beginning, because
Thank you.
You are an artist, you're a musician, but you're about to release a book which is on pre-order. You can pre-order it on Amazon, supermarket, and you also are working on a movie you told me about. We don't talk about
two
that,
movies.
but you
actually,
you are everywhere, man. You are a hardworking individual.
Thank you.
So tell me about the process of making a book, because that is just a completely different medium from what you're used to working on.
Well, I was reading I always hated reading just because of the school system and just how they just made it this totally unappealing experience.
You're right.
They were like, you have to do this or you have to whatever.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't with it, and I never enjoyed it. And so when I was like 25 years old, that's the first time I really decided to like read a book. And I don't know why, but I picked these Indiana Jones novels. I guess because it's like I've seen the movies, I can relate, I can see this character in my head. So I read like 8 of them, and then I'm reading like H.G. Wells' Time Machine and all these other different novels. And I got into Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, which is one of my favorite books of all. I love it, and he's become a good friend and mentor of mine. He's the bomb. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write a book. And my buddy Christian, who's in the other room, who's my day-to-day manager, fucking asshole. He was like, you can't write a book, bro. And I was like, yeah, I can. He's like, you can't just write a book because you've been reading books for a week. And I was like, yes, I can. And then I did.
Well, that's the idea. Most of us, I'll read a book for a week and I'll be like, I'm going to write a fucking book.
Yeah.
But then I forget about it in a couple of years. But maybe that's the difference between me and you.
No, man. I was just driven. I was excited. And honestly, him telling me that, like, actually kind of lit a fire under my ass, which was fun. But no, I mean, I was going through a lot of shit, man. Like, a lot of shit. And the book, it's so weird. It's hard to kind of explain what it is. Like, I did my best with my editor, Stuart, at Simon & Schuster to create, like, just a brief paragraph on kind of what the book is about, but it's basically about this guy who deals with insane anxiety and depression and loss, and it's so weird because it's like, how do you promote a book without giving it away? Because it's like very important.
It's sci-fi.
It's like sci-fi, but it's I mean, but it takes place in the most mundane place ever, in a supermarket.
Right.
But I wrote half of it. I wrote the first half of it when I was at my probably lowest point when it came to anxiety. And so much of the book is like, with the exception of, hallucinations and gnarly shit like that, it is what I was experiencing. And but I put it in this fictional place. And then I stopped writing it for 2 years. And the second half of the book actually takes place 2 years later. And then he's in a much better place where I found myself. And so by the time I hit the end, it was like very emotional because I was like, I'm a totally different person, as is my character. And it's also about, this isn't a big deal, but it's about a guy who's writing a book for the first time. So that allowed me to kind of get away with a lot of shit and just say, who gives a damn? And there are moments when I think like, man, there's like the highbrow, establishment of people that are going to read this book and be like, oh, but I didn't write it for them. I wrote it for myself. I wrote it to vent, and I wrote it for, honestly, I wrote it for not just young people, but all people who don't give a shit about books. And I wrote it in a very just fun way where you can go through this entire experience and this story and enjoy it. It's like full of like sex and murder and, drugs and all this cool shit, that it's like, yeah, it's really fun.
I know you said you were inspired by Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a very Quentin Tarantino line.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's like, it's when he gets approached by like really nasty. I saw him be interviewed by this like old Christian lady, and she's like, do you really think that young people should be watching your movies? She was talking about Kill Bill. He's like, yeah, it's fun. It's got murder. It's got sex.
Yeah.
He's like, it's fun, Janet.
Janet.
So good.
That's the one dude I haven't met yet.
Oh, he's such a legend.
I know. J.J. Abrams was telling me about him. I got to say J.J. Abrams. You got to say the whole name. You can't just be like, yeah, my buddy J.J.
Yeah, you got to let him know.
J.J. Abrams. No, but he was like, I was like, man, he's so like, awesome. Is he that cool in person? He's like, yo, he's even better. I was like, wow.
Totally.
He's like, yeah, you'll meet him. I was like, what? He's like, you'll meet him. And I was like, oh my God.
Dude, Pulp Fiction was one of my first movies that I like fell in love with.
Yeah. Mine was Kill Bill. That's how I discovered hip hop. Did you know that?
That's so strange.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Really?
Yeah. So the RZA
Because RZA made the soundtrack.
made the
right?
soundtrack,
Yeah.
and I didn't know who the hell RZA was, but I knew Wu-Tang Clan. We all know Wu-Tang Clan, you know. And then I found out that RZA was in Wu-Tang Clan, and I discovered Wu-Tang, and then through that I got all their individual albums, and I got Only Built for Cuban Links by Raekwon the Chef, and Nas was on that, and that's how I truly discovered all Nas's music. And then from there, it was a wrap. But yeah, it's all because of Tarantino, who I still haven't met. I can't believe it.
Tell me, who are your favorite hip hop artists?
Currently or from,
Just currently and
in
previously,
general?
the big ones that stand out to you.
Man, well, I love Kendrick, I love Drake, I love Cole. Those guys are just like just a plethora.
They're the guys.
Yeah, I love their shit. Travis is super fun. But you know, I came up on Big Daddy Kane and Big L, and as I've said before, Tribe Called Quest, and you know, Biggie, but even Dilated Peoples and Jurassic 5 and like all the super underground fun shit. Yeah, I mean, there's so many, especially the Roots. Oh my God, Black Thought from the Roots is like, to me, just
You performed with
the
them.
greatest.
I saw.
Yeah.
That must have been strange.
That
and
was
wild.
twice. I did it twice. The first time I was like freaking out. There's these moments my buddy told me about that I don't have many more of, and it's nervous, like true to form. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up. And the last one, so it was when I did Jimmy Fallon. So it's like, oh my God, I'm performing in front of 9 million people with the Roots.
insane.
Like, don't mess this up.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then what else? The Grammys was a huge one. Just being there.
Dude, that show was wild. That was a wonderful.
You had an
Yeah.
awesome one
That was
on
insane.
Jimmy Kimmel too, right? When
Yeah.
everybody came on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did Black Spider-Man. That was so fun. I was walking down the
Yeah,
streets.
I
My buddy
really liked
Damien,
that
who
one.
sang the part of Black
By
Spider-Man.
the way,
was with me.
Black Spider-Man came to fruition.
Kind of did, huh?
Dude, do you feel like you can kind of take credit for that a
Well,
little
it's
bit?
funny before everybody's in the comments like Miles Morales is blah blah blah. But no, I meant like when I was saying that, I meant like a Black Peter Parker. Like, why can't Peter Parker be black?
Right.
And then
It-
but
so-
Into the Spider-Verse
So
came out. It was
you,
fun.
you got halfway there.
Halfway
we didn't
there.
get a Black Peter Parker.
Half black way there.
Yeah, half the black way there.
We got biracial there. Yeah, no, that was fun. And then meeting Eminem,
Right. I
Yeah.
wanted to talk about that.
bro.
So first of all, so you recently performed with Eminem in Hawaii to a huge. How many people were in the audience?
Stadium. I don't know.
It was a lot. It was a
It was
stadium.
a lot. It was like 30 to 50,000
Yeah,
people.
insane amounts.
Yeah.
Wow.
First of all, tell me, what does meeting Eminem mean to you? I mean, was that
So
something that
much.
you listened to a lot?
I haven't been like yes, of course. Like he's the first rap verse I ever memorized on Forgot About Dre. And you know, I was so young. I remember my sister took 2 sides of a tape. I'm dating myself right now, but these old cassette tapes, and she had it on each side of it that she had done for me. And dude, I mean, it's Eminem, bro. You know what I mean? It's like the GOAT.
Legend.
Yeah.
the
So
GOAT, really.
I was excited that he first and foremost had invited me to come do the show. I
How
thought
did that
was
invite
really.
come through?
It's a long story. It's a long story. It's like
We got time.
Yeah,
but I
I know.
understand if you don't want to say it.
I can't explain, but it was very cool. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But I get this invite from him.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
and
recognition from really the highest place. right?
insane. So we're in Hawaii, and I'm there, and I'm just like really stoked, and I know I'm gonna meet him. But the whole time I was like, cool, like whatever, like it's all good, like yeah, this is cool. And even in the stadium, like I wasn't really nervous about the fact that I'm in a stadium. I was just excited. It was my first time performing in Hawaii. I've always wanted to perform, never had. So I was just excited. And then I didn't realize the magnitude of shit until, his security guards tell my security guards to tell me that it's time. And so it's like a 7-minute trek through this stadium. Like I get in like a car and I go through all the gnarliest shit, and we walk there, and I'm there with Paul Rosenberg, who's over at Def Jam. He's the president of Def Jam, and he's his manager. So I don't know if you remember those old the first songs he would do, and he would like Paul would call and be like, "You can't say this crazy ass shit," blah blah blah, and that was him. So we're there, and he walks me backstage, and who did I see first? I'm trying to remember. I think Alchemist came out. So Alchemist is an incredible producer. He's also a super ill spitter, and he's Eminem's DJ. And he's just like, he's worked with everybody. He's been around everybody, Primo and Dilla, and just huge staple in hip hop for me and for many others. And so he was super cool as shit. And then I saw Royce the 5'9", and Royce me and him are homies. So seeing him made me a lot more comfortable, which was really awesome. And then Mr. Porter was there, and he was super cool. I didn't know. I was like, oh, I never met this guy, and he was just like so, just cool and open and nice. And then Eminem came out, and Eminem comes out in a fucking hoodie, and he's like, "Rapkin in a napkin." No, I'm just kidding. Napkin, just got candy boxes. No, he's talking normally. Anyway, so he walks out, super fucking cool, man. Just like so, he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm nervous, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm fucking nervous." Like I just let him know. I'm like, "Yo, you guys, if I'm being weird, this is a big deal for me." And I was like, "Look, I get it," and I wasn't trying to sound like I didn't like say this because I didn't want to sound like an asshole, but it's like I know what it's like when people are nervous to meet me.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like shaking and like crying and shit. But I get it, and I'm always cool about it. But I didn't want to come off that way. But I also didn't want to come off disingenuous, like, "What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it
Hey
going?
man, nice to meet you.
Yeah, what's up, Marshall?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was genuine. I was just like, dude, if I seem a little weird or a little red in the face, it's because I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm so happy to be here with you.
Well, I'll say I saw you kind of gushing on
Twitter,
and I
yeah.
thought it was very sweet, very
Yeah.
sincere.
Thanks.
I could tell you were so excited.
I was
Such a
so-
I think it's good. It's such a meaningful experience, and you were very expressive about that. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, it had to be so honest. But the cool thing, like I've met a lot of people, and they've all, so many of them have been insanely cool, and they invite you in, and it's like, "Hey, what's up?" And you guys just kind of talk for a while, and then if they want, because I'm not big on pictures. I don't want to invade anybody's space. I don't want somebody to think I'm there for a picture. But it typically tends to benefit both parties if you guys take a picture and post it on Instagram because everybody gets excited that you're together. But they were like, "We want a picture," and I was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool." And so we took a picture, but the biggest thing was just talking hip hop. We talked about freestyles versus writtens versus like the era we're in and the time and the shit you could say and the shit you can't say. And he's like, "I just say it," like But it's just like all this stuff. It was a really special experience, and I won't really get into what we talked about because it's a memory for me.
Yeah.
And it was really special. But everybody, it wasn't just M, man. It was Mr. Porter and Royce and Paul and Alchemist. They were all just so kind, and I mean, we were chilling for like 20 minutes.
That's awesome.
Like I had to go to the stage right after that, And it was an incredible experience. I'll always cherish. And he's a really good dude, man. And he just loves rap.
Right.
He just loves rap.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
pretty sick.
I'm glad you had that experience.
Me too. It was a.
Well, actually, you were supposed to come on the podcast last week.
That's why I
Right.
couldn't
And
do
then-
it. It was
yeah.
the same day.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Hey, man, just so you know, I'm not gonna." I heard from Dan, from your manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, Eminem invited him to do a show in Hawaii," and I was like, "That motherfucker to blow me up for Eminem."
Totally.
No, I was like, "Oh, that's a legit reason."
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But I wasn't even like I met fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce, bro,
Yeah.
and they were super cool.
Right.
They were like royalty. It was weird.
They
walked
are
in and
like
I was like,
royalty.
"God, this is like insane."
Did they look? Did they have that aura of royalty?
They walked in like slow motion. Like those like 90s movies
Yeah,
when the
yeah.
the white girl walks in and it's like boom, 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 and it's like, "Oh my God, it's Jenna."
Right.
Yeah, that was Jay-Z and Beyonce.
That's wild.
But Eminem, it was different. But I was also bombarded by Jay-Z and Beyonce. I was in New York at this spot called Legacy Records, which I love to go. Not to flex, but I was at Jerry Seinfeld's house.
Ooh, that's a flex.
That's a flex.
That's an
That
aggressive
is a
flex.
Yeah, and his
Don't
wife
flex on me like that.
and his
It
wife
hurt.
was like, "You got to try this spot," and I was like, "I really
You were
want to
at
get a
Jerry
steak."
Seinfeld's house?
Yeah,
Back it up.
That's
in Manhattan, where does he live? Don't give me the address. I'm
yeah,
just
he's
curious
yeah
what
he's
borough.
yeah he's in,
I think
he's
it's
in the
public.
city, but the wild part is he wasn't there. So I met him in
Oh.
Vegas. I met him in Vegas, and he was there was literally nobody there. He just walks in and he's like, "Oh my God, how's it going? What are you talking about? This is crazy."
Wait, he knew you.
Yeah, he knew me because of his wife. Well, they had saw my
His
performance.
wife's a fan.
Yeah, Jessica.
Interesting.
She's super cool.
Oh, wow.
And so, but their daughter as well, Sasha, who's really sweet. And so, they saw me on the Grammys when I basically was like,
Right.
these countries aren't shitholes. And,
Oh, Shreddy.
oh, Shreddy. And yeah, they were super cool. And then he was supposed to be there, but he had a gig. And I was like, cool, I don't give a shit. I just want to hang out with you guys. You guys seem super cool. So I went to their house and we all just hung out and like got food. And then she told me about this spot called Legacy Records, his wife. So we went to Legacy Records.
That's a restaurant?
Yeah, it's like a restaurant lounge bar. It's like really cool. It sounds super bougie, but it's like very chill. It's not weird. And so we go, and I go a couple times. And then, so this is one of the later times that I was there for something. I forget what. Anyway, and we're just chilling. And in fucking walks Jay-Z.
Damn, that's
and
a spot.
we hear that the door opened. We hear that.
did it.
Oh, it's all good? Okay. We hear that Jay-Z was like next door. And I was like, oh, that's cool, but he's probably not going to come over here. Like, no big deal. And then Pepe, my security guard, walks over. And he goes like this, and he shows the Rockefeller diamond, like real chill. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I stood up, and I just like walked over, and I was like,
That's so
what's
funny.
up, brother? How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. So I guess I wasn't as nervous for that because I didn't really know
It
it
was
was
suddenly.
coming.
It was like a
Yeah.
sudden
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. But with Eminem, it was like weird. It was one of the most nervous
Huge
I've
build
ever been.
up.
But the crazy shit is I was so nervous when I met M, but by the time I left, it felt like a friend.
That's,
Now that was so cool.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't weird. Yeah.
Man. Jerry Seinfeld is, and Larry David are
yeah,
like our
that's just what I was
our
thinking.
idols. So yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty
So
great.
tell
just
me,
did that.
was Jerry's like a billionaire? Was his house fucking out of this world?
It was insane.
Or was it modest?
But I only saw like 2 stories of it. So
What did it smell like?
I'm pretty sure he's got like a 5-story.
Yeah, he's got his own building
it's
there.
insane.
That is wild.
It was cool, man. I mean, not to like give the details of his house away so he doesn't get
What was
robbed
the
or anything.
address?
It was
No, Jerry's got it on lockdown.
what's
I
the
couldn't
what's the Simpsons address? 6 something
He had a
something Evergreen
Simpsons
Terrace.
address?
No, I was just gonna give you a bullshit. No, it was super cool though. It was really sweet. It was really nice. It was cool. His wife loves to cook.
Yeah, I see on it. I follow her on Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like the sweet.
She
She's like
cooks.
so cool.
Yeah, she's a
she's
sweetheart.
gnarly.
You got to be a special character, I feel like, to marry Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
But anyway.
he was cool. Yeah.
I got some fan questions.
All right,
and
let's do it.
there's some really good ones here. So let
Did
me.
you know I was biracial?
That was there. There were a couple of those.
it.
I made the editorial decision not to ask that.
Thank you.
So this one comes from yourselves, and he asks, "Hi, Bobby and Ethan. I went to Gaithersburg High School. Did I say that right?
Gaithersburg.
Gaithersburg
Yep.
High School a few years ago, and I'm a huge fan of both of you. My question is to both of you: how does the balance between luck and hard work factor into your success? How does luck play into having a hit song or a viral video? You're both very successful in the ways that some people claim requires luck. It's my belief that no matter how hard you work, at least some luck is required because there are so many people that will work very hard and still not make it. I've thought about this, and the truth is that there's always luck in success, but luck is the outcome of like resilience and dedication and hard work. The luck that I consider in my life was being born in America.
Man.
You know, the luck that I consider in my life is the happenstance of meeting Hila, of which all good things came in my life.
At
like
the Holocaust Museum.
at the exact true fan alert.
Nice.
True fan. I just
God
did the
bless.
cough.
Dude.
Papa bless.
This Ethan.
So, but like, if I didn't meet Hila, there's no way. I don't think that in a parallel universe that I would be an entertainer, right? Because, well, you guys know the story. So the luck in my life, I consider to be the things that were completely out of my control. That I was just so fortunate to have these opportunities to be born in America, with opportunity to meet Hila, you know, to go on this trip to Israel, and all. There were so many opportunities for that path to be diverged in a different direction.
Yeah.
But I was so fortunate that by that's just pure cosmic luck that the path led to you, and everything came from that. So,
Oh
but
my God.
but
Drop the bomb.
in terms of like the hard work and the dedication and the being on a mission to succeed at what we're doing, that I don't think about that as luck.
Yeah.
That was, we worked for years and years and years before anyone cared or watched our videos. We made shit for a long time, but we just stayed focused because that's what we wanted to do.
That's how I feel about music.
You know,
Like, oh, sorry to cut you off. Like
that was it. That was my point.
No, it's you know how many songs I have, and there's fans who know that I have all these songs, but the reason they never came out is because it's like there's no footage of Jordan in the gym missing. You know what I mean? It's like, for me, yeah, you can call it luck. I more so see it as like energy. You know, it's just weird. I mean, yeah, the energy, man. You know, it's just like, but for me, I worked every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day on music and raps and rhymes and production. Like, I made it my entire life. There was no way that something was not going to come from it. Just
Right.
there was nothing else. And I think that's there's not to plug somebody else's book, but it's a book called Think and Grow Rich, and there's basically this quote unquote secret to success. But I don't think it's a secret. I think it's very simple. It's very easy, and I've already said it: persistence, determination, realism, and wanting success more than your next breath.
Right. And I think the truth of the matter is that you cannot read a book and then be like, oh, it's you have it. You have that drive.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You can't teach it. You can't learn it. You know, there's no book that's going to tell you. You have it, and you're going to get it, or you're not. Because this person's point is, some people work really hard and they don't make it. And I mean,
but it's like,
it's not.
I don't know. I don't believe
know
that.
I was gonna say I have a problem with that statement because if
I need
you,
to see.
if
Show
you
me.
work really hard, something will come out of it.
But you also have to be good, because if you're working really hard, that means that you're good.
So is that? I guess that's luck. You know? Yeah. I guess it's luck to be born with a certain.
No, because
ability.
I couldn't sing. I couldn't sing for shit. Now I can sing. I don't sound like fucking Sam Smith, but I can sing.
Right.
But I couldn't before. I couldn't play the piano.
I think
I
a lot.
couldn't perform, and now I'm like in front of an audience.
Okay. What about someone like Jimmy Lee, Elo?
Who's Jimmy Lee?
So Jimmy Lee is.
Wait, is there another pee break? Because I have to pee so bad.
You can go to the bathroom.
All right, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go pee really quick.
Yeah, it's all good.
You guys talk about Jimmy Lee. I'll be quick.
Yeah, that's a great point because it takes too long to describe who Jimmy Lee is. Yeah, we got. So, what do you think about Jimmy Lee's case? Because he works hard, he's dedicated. He emails me every day his new videos.
He's a successful dentist.
That's true. You don't get
to be everything.
You don't get everything. Okay, you get something. Hey, Shreddy. Hi. That's a good point. Yeah, you worked hard and hard and hard, and you didn't make it. Show me.
To people who don't know, Jimmy Lee is he's a dentist, and then he decided to try to become a comedian.
When he
The
when
comedy
he was like
part
70.
is a little
It's not going.
questionable, but he's a successful dentist.
Extremely
He's got
successful.
Wonderful dentist.
a few offices and multiple locations. Doing really well.
Hi, Bubs. Yeah, I don't know. I consider luck to be the things that are completely out of your control. Everything else, the work, the learning, the dedication, the sacrifice, that's not luck, you know what I'm saying? You got to accept some credit. There's a certain level of humility where you're like, you want to be like, oh yeah, no, I was lucky. You know, you want to be humble, but sometimes
I've always liked Jerry Seinfeld's take on it, and he doesn't like to think that anything is lucky.
Well, what's useful about that?
He's a super hardworking
It's
comedian,
ridiculous.
and he's very meticulous and tedious in his writing, and every word has to be the exact right word to be funny. And when you ask him about that, I've seen him talk about it, he's not really accepting that statement of, oh, I was lucky.
Well, you're telling me there's comedians out there that were more dedicated than Jerry? I mean, Jerry is like a max dedication. Mm-hmm. His life, every breath he took, every moment, everything was
I agree
dedicated
that he's
to
also
comedy.
a genius.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I always had a problem with this question because it is a question.
The problem is that it doesn't do anything. Did you pee that fast, bro? What the fuck? You teleported.
You're not gonna believe it.
What?
I saw the fucking guy from the video under
There
the
was a guy
stall.
on your dick.
No, I'm just kidding.
Did you
ran.
film it? Dude, that was the fastest world record pee. Holy
I
shit.
didn't want to leave people hanging. I'm legitimately out of breath.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think in short, the answer is that question doesn't help anyone. It's like this question, do we have free will? It's like, who cares? It doesn't do anything. You just fucking live
Damn,
your
you
life.
just shit on this guy's question.
Because also,
No, I love the question.
I'm joking.
you know what's my problem? For example, your answer said that you're lucky to be born here. Well, I wasn't. I was born in Israel.
Right.
I'm here now, so I don't know.
That was my luck, though.
Hey, can I ask you guys a really quick question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is I'm just curious, because I see some people do and some people don't, reason you don't wear wedding bands?
Oh, I just find it uncomfortable.
It's annoying.
It's really
I'm
like OCD about it.
I don't care about the whole symbolic aspect of it. I have my wedding ring. I'll wear it sometimes, but I have a different ring that I find more comfortable.
Is it just so you can get hit on when you go to the club?
I was just going to say.
I don't even go to clubs.
She's in the club. She's like,
Say, nobody will ever mistake us for single because we're always together.
And we don't go out really to clubs. Ever.
I was
I'm not
wearing.
a club guy.
yeah.
I was really excited to wear my wedding band when we got married, and I wore it for like 3 months. But I'm really OCD,
Yeah.
and I was just fidgeting with it all the time, and it was just driving me crazy. I
Yeah,
had
it's all
to-
good.
Yeah.
So, comments? Questions? I mean?
Yeah.
Questions?
Yeah.
Next one. Thank you yourselves, even though we trashed you. Dougie's asks, "Hey Bobby, longtime Rat Pack member here. What is your favorite video game currently, or which one are you most hyped for in the future?"
Oh, man, that's a good one. Can't wait for The Last of Us 2. So that's a big one for me. And my favorite video game currently, Shredder.
Shredder's destroying the office. He's in a revolt.
I don't know. I got really baked last night. I was playing Super Meat Boy. I'm just so into
Super
that.
Meat
I just love it right
Yeah,
now.
it's so fun,
Maybe I should hit those devs and see if they'll make my game.
dude.
That'd be sick, right?
You should hit those.
Yeah, you
devs.
should.
Yeah. I already have a title and everything, but I don't want to say it.
Is it Bobby Boy?
Damn it.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
That's what it would be.
Yeah. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts.
Is it good? I never.
It's the worst fucking game, bro. But I still keep playing it. So it doesn't make any sense. The combat is insanely stupid.
You're triggering the shit out of Ian out here right
The
now.
dialogue is the dumbest shit. So what I do is I mute the game. I skip every cutscene. I've been listening to Howard Stern while I play. I mute it. I skip every cutscene, and it's tolerable that way.
Nice.
Yeah. So I rate it 5 out of 5.
Okay.
Best game I've ever played.
Ian is like red in the face right now. He's so mad.
Ian, you have to admit, Ian, even if you love it and you cherish it and, you know, it's part of your childhood and the sequel is so exciting, you have to admit on some level that it's awful.
I'm just going to mute you like you mute the game.
Damn.
You're being cheeky, but I want to be real. I mean, you think that the voice acting and the dialogue is good?
I don't want to get into it. It's too
Oh,
much.
my God. All right. Next question from Peter Vanek. I'm skipping ahead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's take it back. Danger Moose 125. Sinatra Gang, you get a lot of flack in the industry from haters to even your own fans trying to tell you what to do. How do you stay true to yourself despite all the people actively trying to change you?
That's such a great question.
Yeah.
That's so gnarly. Man, how do I answer that? I am the same person in my heart that I've always been. I've changed and matured and grown as just a human being and as an artist and all that, but like the values and what I represent and what I do are the same. When I record a turn-up song, I do that because there are so many people who really enjoy Bobby Tarantino, you know, that lane of music. When I make boom bap hip hop, I do that for those people. You know, when I have this supermarket soundtrack, it is not a hip hop album, like period. And a lot of people could be like, what the fuck is it? Blah, blah, blah. But then I have another album. You know, it's just, there's all these things that people can say and do say, but a true fan of somebody is going to love and appreciate them no matter what.
Right.
And they could sit there and say to themselves like, oh, this song, like a real fan points out the things they like about something before they then go, but, you know, I like the beat better on this song, or I kind of like the more turn up stuff because it's fun with my friends when we're just hanging out and having a good time, you know, or whatever. So I just don't really think about it, whether it's fans or haters or this or that, because like I always say, I make the music for the people who enjoy it, not the ones who don't. It's just it's kind of just like the most honest thing ever. The gnarly shit is when you have people to be like, oh, he's changed or he's only doing this for this. Like when 1-800 came out, the song, there was all these people like, oh, he's making songs just for the radio. And it's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I was in the studio like, man, wouldn't a song about fucking just offing yourself be like the best marketing ploy of all? Like, no way, dude. Like, I traveled the world and had people say that my music saved their lives. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't even try. So imagine if I actually took the time to just write a song from the perspective of somebody who's really going through it. You know what I mean? Because I know what that's like. And I just did it. And I did it from a place in my heart of love and happiness and hoping that it would just be there for anybody who might have needed it. The gnarly part is, and this is just fact, there was a lot of celebrities, unfortunately, who took their lives in the span of it coming out. There was the whole 13 Reasons Why thing that was like, popping. And there was just all these things. And like mental health, like I used to get made fun of for talking about mental health. Like just even a few years ago, I was in Pittsburgh, and I was crying on stage because I was throwing up just before I hit the stage. I was so like messed up, and yet I'm being told like, you know, it just felt trapped. Like I had to do, you know, 50 shows in a row, and I had to do this and XYZ, blah blah blah. And I was just honest with the crowd, and I broke down not because I was all like fucked up. I broke down because I loved them so much, and I was like, I don't even want to be here right now. But you make me want to continue, and I love you guys. Shredder. He's feeling me. Come on. And I love you guys, and you're why I do this, but even more important than you guys is me and my mental and physical health and being happy with myself. So, you know, I've been there, and it wasn't a cool thing to do a song about suicide. That's not why I did it. That's not why I do anything that I do. You know what I mean? I don't do it just because it's cool. Like, even in my turn-up songs, like, yeah, sure. I'll be like, yeah, all these bitches want my dick and blah, blah, blah. But I'll be like, but can't fuck with no hoes. Need a good girl, though. Like, that's still who I am as a person. So when anybody ever tries to, like, tell me who I am or this or that, I just remember these are people who have never met me. Anybody who shakes my hand and I have a conversation with, they're like, oh, shit. Like, how do I introduce myself? Bobby. I'm Bobby. Hey, I'm Bobby. Like, when we sit down, we do shit like this. Okay, yeah, sure, I'm Logic.
Yeah.
But when I introduce, you know, myself to your buddies helping make this show incredible, it's like I'm not like, yo, I'm fucking like these people don't know who the fuck I am. So I just remember that, and I remember like that's okay. Even the most diehard fan who like supports every little thing. Shredder, does he gotta pee?
You want to go out?
Even the most diehard fan who supports like every little thing that I do, they still don't fully know me. You know, and it sucks on both ends because it's like I wish I could know every single fan. But long story short, I do not let it affect me. It used to, when somebody would be like, oh, why are you talking about Fortnite in a song? Like, why the fuck does it matter? Is that really what we're talking about here? What about all these other lines or all this and that and blah, blah, blah?
I feel like it's the maturing process of every artist involves confronting that.
Yeah.
That challenge, people challenging who you are. And it's like you think you know who you are, but all of a sudden, all these people that don't know you are challenging who they think you are.
Yeah.
And there's a real crisis of identity that I think is only inevitable for most people to go through, where you really struggle with the concept of yourself and other people's concept of yourself. I know that's what I've been dealing with.
But the biggest thing I talked to J. Cole about that when I was in it. This was like a while ago. This is when I decided to give up social media for the most part. And I was like talking to him, and I was like, man, all these people are saying all these things about me, you know, whether it's like personal things or things I've gone through publicly with relationships or XYZ, and all these people thinking they know why X happened or this or why you suck or whatever. And he was like, why does it matter to you? And I was like, what do you mean? And he gave me this really sick tip. And basically you just kind of interview yourself. It's like you interview yourself. So this is what I did. This is how he had me do it. And I still do it. And you go, okay, I'm really upset that people think X about me, whatever it is. Why? Well, because I'm a good guy. Okay, cool. You're a good guy. You tell yourself you're a good guy. So why does it matter that they know you're a good guy? Well, because I want them to know I'm a good guy. I'm not this person that a TMZ tabloid has made me be. Yeah, but why does it matter? And I'm like, because. Yeah, but why do you want them to like you? Well, I guess because I want to be accepted. Well, why do you want to be accepted? Because it's human to be accepted. Okay, yeah, no, for sure. It's human. You want to be accepted by your friends and people who love you and care about you. But you want to be accepted? Why do you want to be accepted by the people who blatantly don't like you? Well, I don't know. Well, think about it. Well, I guess because if these people and these tastemakers and these blogs and these hip-hop, you know, whatever, accept me, then it'll allow me to feel better about accepting myself. And then you just ask yourself these questions and get all the way down
to it.
And it's like, but I already accept myself. So fuck you. But it's easier said than done, dude. It really is, you know.
People hate J. Cole. I see a lot of shit that he gets, and it's like, what?
I stole your bathroom key.
I saw, thank you.
Yeah.
We lose those a lot.
I don't get that.
People, I saw a tweet. I thought it was so great. He's like, people who hate J. Cole are just weirdos. Because people are just contrarian. They'll hate anyone. And it's just one of those situations where it's like, why the fuck? Like,
but it comes back to where we are right now. Like, there's a difference. Like, I've seen you guys rip people apart for entertainment as a joke, you know? And I've also seen you do some very serious things, like, as far as just, like, where you may stand politically or whatever. I fucking hate all that. But you know what I mean? Just, like, your take on, like, the world. And that's okay. But there's a difference between, like, that and being an entertainer and being on camera and knowing exactly what you're doing and then just really trying to like hurt someone
Yeah.
Yeah.
and tear them down, tear them apart.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is everybody wants to be famous. That's a real thing. I'm so excited for you guys to hear this album I'm working on. It's so gnarly, and it's about that. It's about fame and social media and where we are as a society and clicks and likes and not just from like the perspective of someone who's in the limelight, but somebody, you know, a 13-year-old girl in 8th grade who's like looking at these like Instagram models and saying, oh, well, this has more likes than your you know, plain Jane next door, so I got to look like this, or I have to alter my body. It's another thing, like even with like plastic surgery and shit, right? I'm like, hey, do whatever you want to do. You know, like do whatever you want to do to be happy. That's fine. You know, if a chick wants bigger boobs, or I don't know, if you know, a lady's in her 60s and doesn't like her neck flap, like okay, if that's something that's really bothering you for you personally, cool.
Yeah.
But what's really makes me sad is when both these men and women completely reconstruct their bodies not for them, but for how they are perceived by others. And that's sick, man. That's the shit that makes me sad. And so when people come to me and they're like, because they're like, oh, you know, they could say whatever to this girl, like, you know, your face is this or your ass is that or blah, blah, blah. People say that to me about my music. Oh, you rap like this here and you don't do this here and you don't do that. And that can make you want to change. And I've had to realize, like, no, I'm not going to change, because if I do if there's this people over here that are like, change all this about your album and then you'll be good. And then I change all that about my album and all those people go,
Everyone's mad.
yeah, but then they'll be like, you know, you might have these people that are like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But then you have your entire fan base that loves you that goes, why did you change?
Those people will never be happy either.
Exactly.
But
and you'll
that's-
never be happy if you want everyone. It's just, it's sick.
No, it's sick. I know exactly what you mean, man.
Yeah, man.
God damn.
Anyway, but I will say, you can do whatever you want with your body. I don't give a shit.
No, but you're right. You got to It's hard to know the difference between if you're doing it for yourself or for other people. But
Yeah.
there's such a like. I mean, you look at someone like Kim Kardashian, who is kind of ideal beauty these days or something, but her body is not realistically obtainable without plastic surgery. She's got a huge ass. She's got huge fake titties. She's got plastic surgery all over the place. It's fine for her. She makes it work. That's, you know, she's got a thing. But people look at that and they don't know that that's not natural, and they compare it to their own body.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck, like why don't I? You know, it's like, dude, that's not possible. That's literally. It's like when girls used to look through magazines at models and they would say, oh, well, that's not realistic because it's photoshopped. You got that in real life now. You got real life Photoshop bodies walking around.
Yeah, no, it's pretty gnarly.
It's hard to know, man.
This is a super extreme, what I'm about to say, but you know, you have indigenous peoples all around the world who could do things like elongate their neck or, you know, cut into their body. And it's these things that seem, you know, sexy or attractive or whatever. So they are cutting their lips and their ears and all like the gnarliest shit. Now, you know, Beverly Hills 90210, like doctor, like there's a big difference. But it's funny how, in a way, it's like that you know, that's our society's
version.
way of making ourselves more sexy
Like
or
this-
appealing. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's pretty gnarly.
It is strange, but it's also cultural. Like there's times period, like now we're very much about the ass. That's what it's all about. 10, 20, 15 years ago, the ass wasn't like that.
No.
And
not
I
at
feel like
all.
in
It's
10 years,
different
yeah,
fashions.
you know.
Yeah, but it was weird because like in 90s movies, like you ever see white women be like, is my ass fat? And then
Right.
like all the white dudes are like, she's
Right.
got a fat ass.
Yeah.
But the brothers were like, damn, she got a fat ass. Like, you know, it's all about I guess what, you know, what's popping.
Black culture is influencing culture again.
Indeed. With the
Damn,
booty.
that's that ass influence.
Now make that ass or shake that ass, girl. You know that song?
Yeah.
I was in what episode of Rick and Morty? I love.
Oh yeah,
It's so funny where Rick's just partying. It's like,
Yeah.
shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got. It's so funny.
I always thought it was strange how girls were worried about their ass looking big, though.
I mean, hey man, I think women are beautiful. Seriously, like all colors, shapes, and sizes, they fine. A woman. To me, what's attractive is a woman who takes care of herself. That's it. That is the biggest thing. It's like if she just takes care. It's not like you have to be this like insane athletic or XYZ. It's just like, yo, eat moderately okay and just exercise.
Right.
If you care about
we were
yourself.
talking about that recently. That's so much about what being attractive
We
is.
did last week.
Yeah, just taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. You could be the most beat up, looking, fucked up genetically, but if you look good and take care of yourself, somebody's going to want to fuck you.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure, dude.
Definitely.
More than, at any rate. From,
So does Shredder get the bitches? See
dude,
what I
Shredder?
did
No,
there?
he doesn't.
See what I did there?
He is always snubbed. He fucks everything that moves, but I think girl dogs don't like the little guy.
You just got to bring him over to my crib so he can hang out with Stony.
Yeah.
You know why my dog's name is Stony? Because every time I smoke weed, I say, I'm about to get Stony. Yeah,
Nice.
so I named her Stony.
And does she always come running in when you call her name?
Yeah, Stoner
Stony.
Beloner.
I'm getting Stony.
Stoner.
This question comes from Peter Vainick, giant Logic fan, and when I was at his show last year in CT, there was a fight in the crowd, and he stopped the entire show mid-song to make sure everyone was safe, and had the girl getting attacked come backstage. I was just wondering, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at a show?
There's a couple things that have happened. I mean, one time this like really burly motherfucker jumped on stage and was
Wow.
like coming at me.
Wow.
He was just really drunk and excited, but
the
like he
security
literally,
take
bro,
him
you don't understand. Yeah, so Jordan and Pat, my security guards, I think it was in Canada, and like I wasn't looking. And that's another thing. When I perform, I'm never immersed in the music. And it's kind of sad, actually. Like, I'm always looking at people. Like, if somebody looks really suspicious, I'll go and I'll tell somebody, like, yo, this guy with the trench coat, like, what the fuck?
Keep
Like,
an
and
eye.
yeah, like, legit. Like, and so, but that's just my upbringing, right? Like, I could never feel like I could just relax. And I understand that it's not only am I a target, but so are my fans. And I want everybody to feel comfortable. We're in a gnarly time. I mean, it's always been crazy, really. But anyway, so this dude like totally comes at me, and I think he was just trying to give me like a bear hug. I don't know why, but I didn't see him, and I was turned this way, and I was just chilling, like doing my little raps, whatever. And I see Pep, and he comes, and his eyes are wide, and he's like, "Move!" And I just like jump up on this like contraptment on stage, and the guy just misses me, and they just choke him the fuck out.
Holy
And do
smoke.
that. Yeah, that was one. One of the big ones that comes to mind is I was on tour like 2013, and this kid jumped off the second balcony and landed on stage.
What?
Whoa.
And I think he might have broke his leg.
Holy shit.
And he just gets up and just like falls into like surfing the crowd. And
Oh my
he's never seen it.
God.
That was crazy. I've had people throw shit on stage, but I don't fuck with that. Oh yeah, you get kicked out real quick. I'll stop the whole.
You see him?
concert.
Or is,
Yeah.
it easy, is it easy to tell who threw it?
A lot
from
of
up there?
the times you can see the direction it
People
came
are
from.
people like, it was this guy? Do they call him out?
Sometimes they don't because they don't want to feel like a snitch. But I'm just like,
But it's like, dude.
yeah, an idiot who's willing to
If
throw
you
something
stop
on
the
stage,
show,
like, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not happening. But then, yeah, I've seen people get punched. Yeah, I've seen really, but you know who those people are? They aren't really fans. Those are like the plus one. When the Super Logic fan was like, damn, yo, do you want to come like see Logic? And they're like, I guess. And then they come and they get shit faced and they like rope someone and then they get fucked up. Yeah, but I don't play that. Oh, one time I was in Canada and this girl, she was like half drunk and she walks up and she just starts flicking me off as she's walking to her seat. Like she's just like, fuck.
Why are you here?
Fuck you. So I stopped the whole show and I'm like, why are you flicking me off? What the fuck is wrong with you? And she's like, oh shit. And she like starts hiding behind somebody. I was like, no, you're really just gonna flip me off like that? Like, are you fucking serious? And she's like, yeah, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And I just let her stay.
Yeah.
Because she was just funny. Like she was just like, no, she like intently meant it. And she just obviously wasn't a fan of mine.
Right.
But I was like,
Were you headlining? Was that
Yeah.
just you? It's like, what are you doing here?
yeah, it's pretty weird. Another time, I think it was actually at the same show. This is what's really gnarly. When like acts of God stop you from doing something and people get mad at you. So like it was raining in Toronto.
Yeah.
Like insane. There's lightning. And I'm like, I'm ready to go on and do the show. But the cops are like, no, you are legally not allowed to do this. And then I was on Twitter like, damn, this sucks. Like, and I'm seeing comments and one of them's like, Oh, Shredder. One of them's like, Logic, you're such a fucking piece of shit. You're really gonna, I've been waiting out here for you.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. Like, and they really meant it. And then like I went back and I've seen like tweets where they're like, I love you, man. And you're great. And they're just so torn. And I went out on stage and I was like, because I looked for him. And I sent people into the crowd to look for this kid. Because I was going to be like, fuck you, and kick him out. Like, why would you say it? Like, straight up? And so I started the show, and I'm doing that, and I'm all like, yeah, peace, love, and positivity, except that one kid who was like, fuck you, and fuck your mom, and blah, 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 and all this other shit. And I was like, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
And that was it, yeah. But it's
Probably
just,
love that.
yeah, probably. That's the thing. You give them attention, they love it. I'm just not a big fan of bullying, man. Like it's like I don't like people who are just mean and nasty and negative towards one another. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's kind. And I won't take it for myself, and I won't take it for anybody else that I see being taken advantage of or treated harshly.
Yeah. A lot of people that do it just think they're being unnoticed and can get away with it. So when you put the spotlight on them, you're like, hey, dude, explain what you're doing.
What's really funny is like, I can't explain exactly. I'm trying to think of a time, but shit like that has actually happened to me before where somebody's been like so vile, disgusting, and nasty. And I'll like retweet them and like call them out and be like, but I'm not even like, you fucking cunt. Like, I'm not like saying the gnarliest shit. I'm just like I'll just retweet them, and then like thousands of people just destroy them, and then I get called an asshole because all these people. And I'm like, you know what,
dude, you're on. Here,
yeah.
I want.
These are things you learn, and then I just don't do that anymore.
I want to end on this note. I got an email from my quote biggest hater, and it was titled "Your Biggest Hater," and I was like, oh wow, this sounds phenomenal. I'm going to read this email. So here's the email. Here, let me put a. The guy's got a My Little Pony icon, too, of all things.
Sick.
Hi, Ethan Cunt. I'm a T-Series subscriber. I've watched your video on T-Series for PewDiePie. Do you have any guess how much you made me angry? I'll make a missile and send it to your house and blow it up. May you and your wife die. It'd be better if you give me your address. I will bring a gun with me and shoot you and your wife. I am your biggest hater. I'd be ready to go to jail.
No, to go jail.
I would be ready to go jail. Yes, thank you. But I would really feel good that I wiped out a racist from this planet. May your pregnant dog and the puppy inside of it die. Regards.
XX.
Yeah,
Bye.
XX. Love you. Loves and kisses. Yeah. I love that he's like, you're a racist and I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's,
like there's no.
That's great. Yeah.
So
right.
I tweeted this out.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, this is the best, one of the best.
Yeah, that's a lot of likes, bro.
Thank you, man. Yeah,
Snapping.
we're out there. So he saw that I tweeted it, and he was like, he's like, dude, I can't. Why did you tweet that? You got to take it down. He's like, please don't report it to the police. I don't know why I didn't take that part. I just took this part here. And I was like, hey, I hope you've learned your lesson that you should not send emails like that. That post will stay up, and hopefully the FBI does not send that report to India because the police will investigate. He's like, oh, I'm just a kid in India. I didn't mean anything.
Oh, wow.
And then he responds, but why did you report it to the police? You made a video disgracing Indians and Indian culture and received so much hate. That's why I sent the email. But nobody actually talked about it. It was nothing more than a joke. I don't even have a passport, and guns are banned in India. And also, there's no chance I can make a missile. I haven't even seen a gun. And oh my God, I'm showing his email address.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I fucked up.
You fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't-
Everybody just be fucking nice and like don't say anything.
Oh,
just
no.
please don't. It was an accident.
Shit.
These things
Dan,
happen.
can you do anything about it?
Figure it
Can you
out.
bar it?
It's out there in the world.
Okay, everyone that was
But we
completely
didn't
accident.
show. Ian cut to it for a microsecond, which unfortunately.
now they know
I mean,
it's
that's
out
all
there.
it really took. So,
It's all good. Just look, people just fucking be nice.
Anyway, he's a sweet kid from India that I was just messing with. But he goes to continue.
No, he's not that fucking sweet.
Well, he's a little fuck, but you know, he
He's a
says
fucker. He's
he goes,
not a sweet person.
Right,
No,
right.
you know what happened is he got dogged publicly and was like, came back with his tail. Yo, he threatened to murder your
I know.
wife
I
and
know.
child.
I
This is
know.
not a sweet kid.
I
he's a little
know.
fuck.
This is fucked up. That's
He
My
goes-
mom actually saw this because he hasn't posted it on Instagram too, and she was like, "What is going on?" She actually
No,
got worried.
I was blown away by it. He goes, I don't know how to make a missile. There's no chance I could even go to the United States, even when I travel alone in my own city. Even I never travel alone in my own city. What will happen after the police investigate? Will they come here? Please tell me that nothing's going to happen to me.
Jeez.
So anyway,
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know.
Here's the crazy thing. This is every day for us.
yeah.
Every day somebody's threatening to kill you or murder you or that you're terrible, that you suck. And motherfuckers wonder why we're humans and our feelings get hurt.
They think
Yeah.
that because we are successful
Yeah.
or famous or whatever, that shit shouldn't affect us. But again, we are biologically human. That shit, we are not immune.
It's
true.
not fun to know that someone out there doesn't like you. It's
First
just
of all,
not-
that.
it's
Yeah.
just not a nice
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
to even. Oh, you know.
And for you being yourself.
Yeah.
It's like you never
So-
met me. Why do you dislike me?
Yeah.
You know, there's a Seinfeld episode about that when Jerry's girlfriend dislikes George, it drives him crazy, and he falls in love with her.
Yeah. Damn, that was a
Just
good
like
episode.
that. I want to fuck this kid.
But you know
Another
that Seinfeld would not hold up today. You're aware.
Yeah,
Does
I
it
know.
hold
What
up?
a
You're aware.
eat my dick, Fine Brothers. Yeah. Well, on that note, let's play off with that.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think we're good.
That's it?
I mean, we've been going for 2 hours.
What's up?
2 hours in.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What's the longest podcast you've ever done?
That's
we-
not fair. We did an 8-hour charity stream.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was
Yeah.
fucking
Alright.
brutal.
But
Damn.
on a normal one, I guess like 3 hours probably.
Yeah, I
Well-
think we did like 3.5.
Those are too long, though, to be honest with you.
Damn, really?
Those are too
Because
long.
I'm having fun.
It
Those
gets,
were alcohol.
You wanna
It gets brutal.
continue?
Yeah, it gets brutal.
No. It's
The
okay.
music's already playing.
All right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
H3H3 podcast.
I want to say, guys, make sure
Can I
to
stop
check
it?
out.
Oh.
Yeah, let's stop.
No, that's not it.
Destroy the what?
The child.
That's
Alex
the-
Jones.
No, that's the Indian Kids theme song.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, and I want to say, I want to say to everybody, check out Supermarket
Yeah,
coming
please.
out
Yeah.
in March.
Thank
you can
you.
pre-order it now on Amazon. It's there. It's available to be
I
purchased.
can't wait to hear
And
the
I'm-
new album that you're talking about.
No, I'll play it for you guys. You just come to the crib. I'll play it for you in my studio.
Ooh.
And do that again. Ooh, sick. Oh,
I've been
okay.
practicing.
You're gonna fucking break your finger off.
No.
No,
Oh,
you-
okay. All right, you're freaking me
The
out.
Ninja Master that can punch.
The audiobook, which is not available
Sorry.
for purchase yet, but it will be, is completely read by myself.
That's amazing. Have
That
you
is
have
so
you been
cool.
working on that for a while?
Yeah, I got to finish. I got like another 3 hours to go.
Wow.
But it's really cool. I do
That's
voices.
a lot of reading.
I do
eh?
voices and shit. Yeah,
That's
like,
I'm gonna
cool.
listen.
Like he
Is
gets
it gonna
call-
be on Audible?
yeah, it's gonna be everywhere.
I'm gonna have like fucking. I have so many credits in Audible. banked
hope
up.
you do there,
I'm
brother.
gonna buy it 7 times.
Really?
I have 7 credits. I'll give it all to you.
All right, thank you. Please.
I love the book cover, by the way.
Oh yeah, the art.
I had to
the
fight
font
for
is
that. Well, I
great.
didn't have to fight for it, but my publisher,
It's great. What
my
did they
publisher,
want to do?
my publisher just was like
you have a
they wanted
picture?
Sam Spratt, the guy who does all my albums, to do it.
Let me open the cover art.
Which I get, but I don't really give a shit that I'm saying this. They wanted to change it, and I was like, fuck no. The fact that it is so simple and so
Yeah.
easy, it's not a flashy thing. I just want you to just enjoy it.
That is perfect. You really I mean, it doesn't really get better than this.
There it is. It's going to be a different size, though. I found out that it's just going to be a little bigger, which isn't a big deal. I'm going to do a later edition that's exactly like this, but I wouldn't have been eligible for a New York Times bestseller.
If
Really?
what?
Yeah, and
Because
it's
of the
looking-
size?
Yeah, so it's looking like I'm already going to be
That's some of that
a
old world
bestseller
shit.
out the gate, which I'm really excited. New
Based
York
on
Times.
pre-sales.
Yeah, but
Wow.
they were like, it has to be 8 inches by this because the literary world. And I was like, this is so stupid. I almost didn't
so
do it.
funny.
I was
Like,
almost like, fuck that.
It's like, do people buy it? Do people read it?
Yeah.
They're like,
I know.
yeah, but it
I
doesn't
mean, I
matter.
get it. I mean, it's just a way that they've done
It's
things.
not a book unless it's
It's 8
this
inches.
size.
Nice.
Well, they got you.
At least it wasn't too late,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Yeah, that's true. And so it's cool.
So I'm excited, guys. Supermarket on Amazon. Go freaking listen. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the new album. I'm excited
you.
for everything you're working on, and I very much appreciate. You can hit it. Hit it.
Welcome to Papa's house.
Yes.
Goodbye.
I'm so excited that you came here.
What's
Thank
the sponsor?
the sponsors today were Policy Genius, Quip
you.
Honey, and Stitch Fix. Thank you for supporting us.
Of course. And it'd be really cool if Nike could give me my own shoe.
Nike, can we please get a hold of
I
Bobby?
want my own
I know what I
shoe.
want to call it.
Nike, what?
I want to call it the. Actually, I can't tell you. 'cause
Okay,
it's gotta
don't say
be-
it
it's gotta be
publicly.
out.
The-
but Nike, if
The
you
Bobby
are-
Swish.
The Bobby Swish.
The Bobby Swish.
You want to hear my? Yeah, you know what you do.
I want to join you on a
This is a nightmare.
on a
What have you
YouTube video
done?
one time.
The
Oh,
sounds are awful.
Wait, you're missing something really important.
Well, I just want
I
people to
want
be
to
able to
join
hear
you. I
what
want to
happened.
join
Let me
you.
try to stop.
Well, hold on. Let's get out of this fever dream.
I want to
Okay.
join you on
Yeah.
a YouTube video one time.
I would love to do
Let's
that.
I think it'd be,
do
that'd be
that.
really great. But we gotta go. We gotta like shit on some super PC shit.
So what I'd love to do is there's a format that I'd absolutely love to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna find the perfect
let me know.
video. And I'm gonna be like, this is it.
Can you do it in whiteface?
That'd be amazing.
Okay. All right, we gotta find something.
I can
Big
definitely.
boy.
I can
It's been
come
a
back.
while
Yeah.
since we did.
I know.
White
I'm
Boy.
such a fan of you guys. You guys are
That's
great
so
people.
cool.
Thank
no,
you, man.
seriously.
I'm a fan of you.
You guys are
too.
the bomb.
You're a sweetheart.
I try.
You're a.
I'm a sweetheart. You're ruining my
You
rap
deserve
credit
it,
right
man.
now.
Yeah.
The
What?
fuck are you doing?
Dude, H3 called him
No,
a
I think-
sweetheart. This
I
guy.
think being a sweetheart is cool now.
Me too. I said somebody was really sweet. I said a rapper was really sweet once, and they were like, "What the fuck, yo, dude? So and so isn't sweet, fucking asshole." I can sit here and talk with you
You
guys.
could
forever.
say you're
I wouldn't-
sweet about like the hardest dude, though. It doesn't contradict it.
Yeah, it doesn't contradict it. I really want to do my own podcast. I've thought about it for a long time.
You should. I
I'm
think
just
your fans
scared. I'm
would
just
like
a little
that.
nervous though. I don't know
Why?
what the fuck am I going to talk about.
It doesn't.
I wish I could
matter.
be like you and say all the shit I really want to say. But then
Yeah,
like
it gets
people
me
are
into
gonna-
trouble. It caused me a lot of grief. to be honest with you.
Yeah. Anyway, we should end, right?
Yeah, let's end
Okay.
it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Next week.
We'll be your first guest if you do that.
yeah. I mean, you probably have people more interesting than us, Hila.
Love you
Probably
guys.
got more interesting first guests.
See you guys later.
Next
love and
week we
positivity.
have
Nobody
Furry
cares
coming
about
on.
next week.
The show is over forever.
No, that's
We've
it.
reached the pinnacle.
This
The
is
all-
Bobby
Goodbye.
Click, and just
Love you
so
guys.
everyone knows,
Goodbye.
All right,
it's a
you
piece
can
of
cut
art.
it. Yeah, you should cut it there. Wow, that was a nightmare of a segment. Yeah, you can cut us off, Dan. Thank you, guys.